Bulldog Unchained presents the one-on-one sessions.
They will go one-on-one with the Great One.
Monday, April 1st, 2019. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast, one-on-one sessions. I am super excited to have a new friend on the show with me.
Hello.
She is the local comedian. Her name is Breyon Dior, a.k.a. Breezy D. What's up, sweetheart?
Hey, happy to be here. Thanks for letting me come on the show. That's what's up. It's nice
I
of you.
love that you're here. I love this.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank you. Me too.
Your name alone is just fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Props to my mama.
Right?
Thank
Your
you.
mom just, your name is so poetic. Like
Thank you.
Breyon Dior. Like, it's amazing.
Thank you.
It makes me think of my grandmother's name. My grandmother's first and middle name was Caroline Mariah.
Oh,
and I was just like, Jesus, if she was ever an author or anything like that, just her name alone would have gotten people to pick up a book.
Yeah. That's what's up. Awesome. Thank you. That's some compliment. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, like, you know, when I first saw you at the open mic with everybody else, Chris Izzy, who was here yesterday.
Good guy.
Andy Emley. And,
Yep.
and Jew Boy. and McMinch. Your favorite.
Bitch.
Your favorite.
McFucking bitch. Nah, he all right or whatever sometimes, I guess.
Sometimes. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, yeah, I remember you getting on stage and part of your bit was talking about your name. And you were like, my name is actually Breyon Dior. And I was just like, that is fucking fabulous. Like, wow.
Yes,
and then
thank
you're
you.
like, but I go by Breezy D. And I'm like, bitch, you should go by Breyon Dior. Like, that's amazing. Like,
What's amazing to me is that you heard my name one time and you pronounced it correctly.
oh, yeah, it
And-
sunk into my brain immediately.
No shit, dude. Like, white people cannot. They can't. I have to repeat my name like 3 times. They always say, "Did you say Brianna? Brianna?" The worst pronunciation, reading my name was Brickety. Brickety from Breyon. And at the time, I didn't have the Dior on there on my little ID thing. It was just Breyon. She's like, "Is your name Brickety?" I'm like, that's why you the motherfucking cafeteria lunch lady, because your motherfucking ass can't read. Just ring my shit up. Just ring my shit up. How much I owe you for this chicken Alfredo shit? No, but it's
I was
funny.
going to say, please tell me this was someone in student administration or some kind of administrative role.
It really was.
Like, where did you go to school? Because this is bad.
Here. They went to school here.
Oh, man.
And actually, it was in Michigan City, Indiana, representing 219.
Michigan City.
Yeah, but really the Breezy D, that kind of just happened. Like, that's not really what I wanted my little stage name to be.
Did someone put that on you?
Well, no, what happened was, a series of unfortunate events. I'm living back down here in fucking Evansville. That wasn't supposed to happen. So when I came down here and I was looking for a job, like I post whatever I want on my Facebook, you know.
Course.
Well, not really everything. Of course, not everything I want, but whatever I want. So, thinking about, applying for jobs, people are looking at your social media. So I changed my name to Breezy D so that
They couldn't track you.
yeah, so they couldn't find me. Am I yelling? I feel like I'm yelling.
Nope.
Okay.
Look, I can do
Because I get
this.
excited and then I just,
How's that? Did that adjust the level in your ears a little bit?
yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good looking out. Thank you. And so changed it to Breezy D. And then that was around the time that I started really doing stand up down here, because I did up in Indy a little bit. And, I met Torin and Chris Izzy and, McFucking bitch, Jew Boy,
Corey.
Andy. Funny, I actually met Emily. The first time I met Emily was like last week, but me and her, we've talked on the phone for months, but just never saw each other. Like, it seems like every time we were getting together, something happened or just schedules.
I don't even know Emily.
What?
I don't know Emily.
Emily's awesome. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
She is hilarious. Yeah, she got some great jokes.
Is she from here?
Yeah, she's from here.
Yes, I know of her. I haven't met her yet.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she's one that Nubsy keeps saying. He's like, man, I got to introduce you to Emily. Like,
Yeah.
we need to get her on the show.
Yeah. Vivian.
Oh, yes. I love Viv.
I love
God.
Viv.
Sexy young
Oh, my
cougar.
gosh. Yes, she is. She is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You should have been to her headline show at, what was it? The Gangnam Korean barbecue. She killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really funny. I love all her jokes. I'm not going to give no spoilers so that people come to her show. But she's hilarious. But, so since I met them through Facebook, since I changed my name, then they started just signing me up as Breezy D. So I'm just like, well, whatever. I mean, that's cool. That is my name, I guess, but it is what it is. It wasn't supposed to happen that way. But, okay, Sarah. At least they ain't calling me, demon spawn from hell. That's fine. They can call me
That could be
Breezy D.
suiting, too.
That could be. It's all about how you look at things. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So,
Yes. Perspective is everything.
yeah, like when someone calls me a bitch, why, yes, I am a beauty in total control of herself. Thank you for noticing.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you for noticing.
Perspective. Well, we were actually touching on this a little bit yesterday on the show. I brought up the whole thoughts become action. Mm-hmm. And your mental headspace and your perspective. What the?
I think
Is that the chair?
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
Sorry,
what is that
around.
noise that keeps
There
in
is
the
some,
background? I
There's
was
some
like,
crazy shit that goes on around me sometimes. We can talk about that later. I'm gonna blow your fucking mind later.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if we get there, yeah, with the conversation, crazy shit that just be happening around me and shit. Fucking nuts. Whenever I make keys that work that shouldn't fucking work, but I can unlock the shit, but now it won't lock because the key don't work no more. Yeah, dead ass.
Wow.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry.
But yeah, I was just talking about how your mental headspace can completely affect and alter and create your reality, everything around you. Just a simple change, like being mindful of yourself and your surroundings. Just being mindful also of the way you think. Like if you start to find yourself getting into negative patterns in your own head, make a purposeful correction. Like as soon as you realize it, like nope, that's not what I'm doing. Start changing it.
Yep.
Those interruptions in your mind, because I'm one of those people who, I hate to use the word believe, but I'm a firm believer in universal energy. Like energy is a constant. It cannot be created nor destroyed. It is always there. It can only be manipulated, transformed, transferred, but it is always shifting, reshaping, separating, converging. It's a constant. And even your thoughts, like I said, thought becomes action. Well, whatever you speak, whatever you think, everything that you take in through your through all of your senses goes back out into the universe. And so if you put these things out like, oh, I'm so miserable and everything's bad and all of this stuff, then yeah, shit can be bad. Hold on, we need to take a time out real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
We'll be right back with this. Okay, we're back. Had some technical
Oh, my friends are
difficulties
asking
there.
what's the safe word because they love and care about me.
What is
Look,
your safe word? See, now you've entered a whole different realm.
Look, my safe word is mercy. It's mercy.
Well, I mean, that works. That's fine.
I think that works.
Some people, have pineapple. Some use teddy bears.
Did you know that pineapples on a cruise ship mean like you're open to swinger sex?
The fuck
Like
are
if you wear
talking
like some
about?
pineapple shit like on the cruise ship, then that means like you're open to that shit.
Where did you hear this?
Where did the fuck I hear this shit? Probably the radio.
Yeah, that sounds like some just false propaganda shit to me.
I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know.
Me neither, but
well, something got to mean something somewhere, right? I'm gonna stop drinking this wine because you got motherfucking, fucking basement. You got this, fucking...
You're awful worried about my basement now. You had no problem walking down them steps.
You're true. You're right. You're right. I'm cool.
Oh, so we were talking. Where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Michigan City, Indiana, which is
way
up
up
next.
north.
Yes, way up north. We have lake effect snow.
Uh-huh.
We have the type of weather channel where whenever they say, "Hey, it's going to snow tomorrow," it really fucking does. Okay, so I'm not really used to weathermen lying to me until I came down here. Like, he's like, "Oh, it's gonna snow so bad," and then
3 inches.
like, y'all be freaking out over just a dusting.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to go to school and still stand outside at 6 o'clock in the morning waiting for this fucking bus, and we just got 3 feet of fucking snow.
Yep.
Yeah, but I actually was born in California. I was born in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
And me and my mom, we moved back to Michigan City when I was, I guess, a year, I think she said. Lived there all my life, graduated from Michigan City High School in 2006.
Oh, you're young.
Am I young?
I'm
younger than you, yeah.
Oh, God damn, you are being really vicious.
Look. I hope
this is why people get murdered in basements and get their heads stuck in a freezer.
It's obvious. I'm younger than you. You're 40.
Yeah, I'm 40.
I'd say congratulations on making it that far.
Okay, so before we started recording, yes, you did say congratulations on making it that far, but that was preceded by, dang, you old.
Yeah, I say that to everybody. Even if you're like 3 days older than me, like, dang, you old. In fact, my best friend, Lucy, her daughter, I think she just turned 10, and last time I saw her, like, dang, Haley, you old as hell. You 10? Shit. Like, everybody's old. You just old. You used to hearing it because, like, you old now.
I think I look all right for 40.
You do look good.
I see other 40-year-old dudes, and I'm like, you look haggard.
Hey,
and
as long as you are above ground, you look
right
good.
Side of the dirt, right? Yeah.
You look good. Congratulations on making it.
You ever take a drive through Jimtown?
No.
That'll change your perspective of that.
I'm not really quite sure where Jimtown is.
Jimtown is... think about like Garvin Avenue, Governor, around Columbia and Virginia.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I lived down here whenever I went to college, but then I moved away and I was been up in Indy for several years, and it's long enough to forget shit. And I didn't want to come back here. Like I'm just gonna be dead ass honest with you because I don't know how else to be. I never wanted to come back to Evansville. Just series of unfortunate events. Just call me Lemony Snicket, okay? Because that's just what it's been like these past like
Snicket.
Rickety Snicket, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
If I write a book, I'm gonna call it that, Brickety Snicket.
I don't even want any licensing or publishing rights to it. I'll just be happy as hell. I'll be like, I contributed to that. Mm-hmm. This book is dedicated to Bulldog.
Day. Yeah. All right. I'll try not to forget.
Man.
No, for real. You know, I got nothing to write these notes down with, so. But you know what? I'm gonna rewatch this. Maybe, I don't know. Do you don't listen to your podcast again? Do you?
Actually, like I just listened to yesterday's show. Well, I listened to about half of it today while I was at work. No, I don't listen to every one though, just because. I mean, it's my show.
Yeah, you were there.
Like I like listening to Rogan and stuff. Yeah, but the funny thing is when I do listen to my show, I catch so much shit that I missed while it was happening, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even respond to what Nubsy said, or I didn't respond to what Chris just said there. I totally missed it. Like
hindsight be a bitch.
It's not even hindsight. It's that. Oh man, I didn't even hear him say that. And then while I'm listening, like, because when you got 3 or 4 people talking at the same time, you're gonna miss shit. And so, yeah, I probably should listen to every show just to know how horrible it is, but I don't.
Do you think they're horrible?
No.
I don't think so.
I'm fucking around. I love my show.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't lie. Apparently, there's a lot of people.
You got quite a few followers. Yeah. you doing pretty good, look like. Look like you doing pretty good.
We did 21,230 downloads in March.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Congratulations.
It's nuts. I don't even know
Hell yeah.
how those numbers
Good for
are
you.
happening, but yeah, that's crazy for a homegrown podcast. I mean, this is in a dungeon. This is, and before this, it was in a secondary bedroom of an apartment. And
all right. Well, thank you everybody who's listening, because that's what's up.
Yeah.
Thanks
But here's the crazy thing. So I got all these people listening from around the world.
Oh, the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we have fans all over Europe, the Philippines, China, Japan, Australia, Canada, Mexico, South America, even parts of the Middle East.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's sexy.
Egypt, India.
Egypt.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many white people think that motherfucking Egypt is in Europe.
Well, I can see that misconception because it's at the tippy top of Africa.
No, it's probably because they keep saying that Cleopatra was some white bitch and she ain't fucking white.
Right.
Like they had
she
Elizabeth
did not
Taylor.
look like Elizabeth Taylor.
Right.
Yes,
that's who white people saw as Cleopatra. So now they think, well, since she white, she must have been from fucking Europe. No. Egypt is in Africa. Cleopatra was black. Okay.
And if she wasn't black, she at least looked like probably almost Middle Eastern. Like she had a Persian look.
She at least looked like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yup. That's what they don't want you to know. And by they, I mean them.
I love you. Thanks for clarifying that. Way to expand on your meaning there.
Yup.
So, okay.
Totally got off topic. I'm sorry.
No, that's what
do
this
that.
show is. That's why it's perfect.
My spirit animal is the hummingbird. No, for real. I'm just all over the place all the time. I got ADHD. I'm undiagnosed. Well, I'm not undiagnosed. I am diagnosed, but I'm definitely unmedicated for that.
Unmedicated.
I'm definitely am. Cannot focus on shit.
Well, see, like on this show, even on the regular, it doesn't matter if it's the regular show or the one-on-one sessions. You're the third one-on-one session, and it happens. We'll bring up a topic. We'll talk about that topic for 30 seconds, go on a 5-minute rant tangent about something else, and then come back to that topic. I don't edit the show at all. Like,
this is it. Don't edit shit.
This
is what it is.
Like my fans, I feel that, my audience would know, and it would take away if they're hearing gaps and stuff. Like, I hated that I had to stop the recording to fix the audio levels and stuff, because I hate doing that. But you can back me up on this. Whenever I click stop, we weren't really talking about anything. I was fixing your mic and getting levels adjusted, and then we came right back in.
Yep. That's all we did.
But so you went to college down here.
Yes, I went to USI.
All right.
Whoop, Screaming Eagles. They did not really help me get a motherfucking job.
It's college.
But it's all right.
Look,
it's all right. I learned a lot. I got that piece of paper that everybody said that I fucking needed. That
isn't serving you in any capacity.
'Tis not serving me well, sir.
Right.
'Tis not.
I've got so many friends who have kids that are in their teens, and I tell them, stop focusing on college, focus on going to a trade school.
Yes.
Or get into the electricians union, go to the plumbers union, pipe fitters, boiler makers, iron workers. Do something that's a trade.
Something
learn to
where
weld.
You cannot be replaced by a computer or a machine.
Well, not only that, but if you get into any of these, not only do they pay for your school, but they pay you while you go to school.
Yes.
And
you know what? I'm happy you brought that up, because I was talking the other day to somebody at work just about that, like how back in the day, vocational training and vocational school, like really people made fun of those kids. They acted
shop
like those
class
are the kids. Yeah,
and
those are the
auto
kids
class.
that don't know shit. They're stupid.
And those are the motherfuckers you
those are
depend on every day.
We need them. And look, I worked at Angie's List. Okay.
Yeah.
I worked at Angie's List for about 4 years, which I would still be working at Angie's List if Angie hadn't forgot that we was cool and just decided to lay off a whole bunch of people after she got her brand new red Tesla. But look, I'm not bitter. Okay. I wish her well. I wish her well. Okay. I was friends with the CEO, but he didn't come save me on his way out with his golden parachute, but I wish him well. Okay. But while I was talking to those service providers...
By wishing him well, do you mean like down a 40-foot well?
Nope. I wish him well, however he wants to interpret that. I hope he is happy. I just wish that he would have just extended that hand down to his friend Bree, but he forgot about me. I gave him my number. He did not call. He did not text. He did not check on me.
Typical man. Typical man.
Typical man. But yeah, working for Angie's List and talking to all of those service providers, like for one, they were struggling with finding good help. They couldn't find people who actually knew how to do the job. They had to train everybody because everybody wants to go to school for, fucking computer science and all that crap. And we are really going to have a problem whenever we get, the next few years. Like we're people aren't being trained for any of this stuff, and people aren't interested in it. Like nobody wants to get dirty, and really nobody wants to freaking work. We don't want to work.
I
and you know what? I'm over here saying this, but look, I'm one of them. I don't want to work. Whenever somebody asks me what's my dream job, I'm like, shit, in my dreams, I don't work.
Well, that's just it. Here, let me give you a reason. There's starting to be, of course, there's been a mass awakening happening among our entire planet for some time now. Mm-hmm. You're starting to see. I've preached this for years. How we live right now is against our very nature. How we exist, human beings, how we exist right now is against our very nature.
Tell me more.
First of all of these houses that are so close together, these apartment buildings where people literally live on top of each other, and you don't know these motherfuckers. You don't know them,
and they don't want to get to know you. Which
exactly,
that
I look at the neighborhood I grew up in.
I get to know my grandparents.
Well, at my grandparents' house, growing up as a kid, I knew everyone for like a 6-block radius.
Yeah,
I knew them. I knew their kids. I knew their grandkids. Mm-hmm. You knew everything about everyone.
Who was on some fuck shit, and you knew who wasn't on fuck shit.
Right. And not only that, but any of these people had the authority to whoop my ass at any point in time and send me home and make a phone call to my grandma and let them know what just happened. But aside from that, the
parents beat ass again.
Oh, yeah, that definitely needs to happen. But the whole work thing, we're not supposed to do that. We're not. We, as we exist, as human beings, even though we are sentient beings, and yes, we have a higher psychological development, we are the most psychologically developed creature on this planet, supposedly. You can look at dolphins. You can look at.
Oh, I love dolphins. I was a dolphin in my past life.
You can look at octopi, and there are some animals on this planet that give us a run for our money in terms of intellect, and they're just restricted to certain areas of the planet. But it's kind of funny, they can live in water and we can't, but you know what I'm saying. But no, the work thing, this isn't how it's supposed to be. Spending 8, 10, 12 hours out of your day slaving away for someone else's dream. We are tribal people. And that's where a lot of, as much as I hate to say it, systemic racism stems from all of us. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, red, purple, yellow, or neon fucking green. We are all tribal by nature, and our tribes are not supposed to be any larger. Your network is not supposed to be any larger than 200 or 300 people. In fact, they have shown and done studies that the human brain cannot make connections on average to more than 200 or 300 people. Okay. You got 1,500 people on your friends list.
You know what? Yeah.
How many connections do you have?
Right. Like I Oh my God. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. And, you know, social media also, it makes you, because everybody's in your pocket. Everybody is right there. And
but that's not real.
It's not real. But then they send you a message, and if you don't send it back, oh, well, she's ignoring me. I got shit I gotta fucking do.
And not only that, but it also plays into this, and a lot of people don't like to hear this. You do what you got to do, girl. Right. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth when it comes to things like this.
The truth is a pill that everyone wants, yet so few can swallow.
Oh yeah. The truth about it is, you know, you'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like." People ask me, "How do you have time to do your podcast and play guitar and go to work and do all this other bullshit
and wear clean underwear?"
Right, and I'm like, "It's what I want to do." And then you'll hear people say, or they're like, "How do you do all this stuff and yet you have time to watch these TV shows? Like you got time to watch this series on Netflix or watch this movie and blah blah." I'm like, "Because that's what I do." And they're like, "Well, how do you find the time?" And I'm like, "These are things that I'm passionate about. I make the time." And that's just it. We make time for the things that matter. You hear somebody say, look at me. I'm a big man. Okay? Obviously, I don't go to the gym like I should. Now, I did a couple of years ago. I went from 380 to 307 in 6 months and was starting to get jacked. But change in work, schedule, stuff like that, and it just fell by the wayside. Was anything preventing me from continuing to do it other than myself? No. But you make time for the things that matter. And that just stopped mattering then. And, you know, shit happens. But you'll hear people say, "I'd like to work out, but I just can't find the time." Bullshit. All of these scientific studies have been done that show 15 to 20 minutes of cardiovascular activity 3 or 4 times a week. 20 minutes 3 or 4 times a week. I would love to challenge anybody to a polygraph test who says, "I don't even have 20 minutes." But really? I bet you can tell me the TV shows you watched last night. I bet you watched at least 1 half-hour show that while you were watching it, you could have been exercising while you were watching it. You didn't make time.
I don't know. I don't feel like that. Maybe I'm one of those people who maybe it's too truthful for me. I don't want to accept it, but like, no, for real. I really, truly, I want to work out, but I don't see when I got the time. Look, check this out. This is my schedule. Okay. So usually,
well, you also work 2 jobs.
I have 2. Yeah. I technically have 3 jobs.
3 jobs, yeah.
If you include the comedy. Well, I guess, I mean, I could not do comedy and use some of that time to work out.
But you make time for what matters.
This is true. Fuck, man. I wish that, you know, you just, like, not necessarily suck it out of me, but, like, suck it out of me, you know? Like, I don't want
but
the
see,
liposuction because that shit sucks.
That's not how the human body works either. Here's the problem.
Human body doesn't work a lot of ways.
So the fat, like people who get liposuction, and that's all they do, they don't change anything about their lifestyle, they end up fat again in 6 months or a year because they have not developed enough muscle and the cardiovascular effort from their heart that causes the body to continuously burn fat. So you're just going to go right back to eating whatever you eat, and it's going to store the fat, and you're going to get fat again. And you just wasted money on that surgery. You looked good for a couple months. Cool. Great story. But where are you at? Where are you at now? But yeah, man, it's. But what you were saying, like people will message you or text you or try to call, and you don't get back to them right away. Man, I flat out tell people, like, just know if I reply to a message from you immediately, you're pretty fucking important. If I don't take it so hard, but you are not a priority. And that hurts a lot of people's feelings, but it's something that people need to understand. You are not a priority in everyone you know's life. And that's part of the problem with our society now, especially with the internet, and everybody thinks they've got a voice, and just because you got a voice, they think their opinion matters about everything. Nope, it doesn't. I have a show that has 21,000 fucking downloads from last month, and I can't get these motherfuckers to interact with my show on social media. I can't get them to comment. I can't get them to send me emails or messages. And I'm like, you're killing me, people. Like, I know you're listening. I can see the fucking download numbers. I see them. Those aren't being made up. It's not like a computer sitting there generating that. No, I see it. But can't get them to interact. I don't know if they're afraid or... Because, I mean, if somebody sends me some stupid shit, I'm going to read your name on this show and I'm going to fucking eviscerate you. Chances are my wit is a little bit quicker and sharper than yours, and I'm going to hurt your feelings.
I mean, maybe that's why.
Maybe. But even if they like the show.
That's true. Like, I mean, at least if they like it, then that means they at least know your sense of humor.
Right. And
people are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody. Oh, what up, everybody? On my little Facebook saying, hey. Yes.
But so okay, let's get back to let's get back to your comedy here.
Oh, so, yeah.
When did you start doing comedy?
Great question. I started doing it, let's see, it was soon after I finally got out of a really bad relationship. It was a domestic violent relationship. He wasn't beating me, but he was doing other things to me. And I guess it was also after I lost my job at Angie's List, and I also had to suddenly quit this other job where it was a hostile work environment. People just kept touching me at this job. Oh yeah, they would come up behind me and touch my hair and like touch my things. And bro,
what?
Yes.
I mean, okay, I can semi-relate to that because when I was a front man for a couple of bands I was in, like, I'm a really big, scary fucking guy. Let me tell you, though, when you're a lead singer for a band, women are far worse than men when it comes to being grabby. Because
I believe that.
Anytime I would step anywhere near the edge of that stage, my dick's getting grabbed. I mean, fucking molested. And as a guy, you got to kind of laugh it off and play it off. And really? Meanwhile, I'm turning around looking at my bandmates like motherfuck. Like, damn. Really? I'm trying to sing a goddamn song and there's 3 women down here grabbing my junk. God damn.
That's terrible.
Hey, security, I see you standing there not fucking doing anything. That's awesome. Yeah.
But, wow, that's crazy.
So, yeah, no, I get, like, I kind of get that. But just at your workplace, though?
Yeah, at my job. So, how I got started, all my life, people have told me I should do stand-up. Actually,
you are naturally funny.
Oh, so. Thank you. I'm happy to share the gift of laughter with people.
Yeah, that's important.
In high school, I was actually voted, and I didn't even know this vote was going on, probably because I was too busy doing one of the things that I won for. I was voted 1 funniest female, best at getting the teacher off subject, and most likely to have my own talk show. And I probably didn't know that this was going on because I was probably asked to like distract somebody, like the teacher, so that they can do some shit. Like, it was no big deal. Like, hey, Bree, we didn't do our homework. Distract Mr. Porter. I'm like, all right, bet. So I would just like go over and, I don't know, sit on his desk and be like, Mr. Porter, how are you today? Like, you know, just whatever came to mind. Or, Mr. Porter, did you know? Come up with some random fact or whatever. Just get him off topic. And it usually worked because they would have talked to me about some shit. So that's cool. So I was very surprised when like they called my name and I'm over here talking, not paying attention anyway. Like, you won. I was like, what the fuck did I win? They're like, you won. I was like, okay. So I get up there and I'm just like not really quite sure why I'm walking up here. I'm like, what did I win? They're like, you funniest female. I was like, oh, when did we do this? I won
class clown, huh?
When did we do this? Yeah, my mom would be so proud. Not really. I don't tell my parents any of this stuff. They're not very supportive about it. They could care less.
About your comedy?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're not. They don't know. In fact, whenever I told them that I booked my first headline comedy show, which, by the way, everybody, is at Gangnam Korean Barbecue, April 16th at 7 p.m. My first headline show. Oh my God, so excited. 30 home minutes.
Downtown Evansville.
Downtown Evansville. That's me wagging my tail because I'm super pumped.
By the way, that's Sunday, right?
No, it's a Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Wait, what day is it?
The 16th.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was the 7th. Okay, good.
No, on the 7th, I'm here with you.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
Chris
during
and
the day.
Viv. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't have a...
Okay, see, we all got concerned because we were talking about this yesterday, and I thought it was on the 7th, and we all, me and Nubsy were like, that's WrestleMania. We ain't going to be able to be there. Oh, man. Look, you don't understand, lady. There's some mega shit happening in the world of wrestling right now. And we got to see Kofi Kingston become the first ever black WWE champion.
All right, be a part of history. Why
Hell
not? Yeah,
yeah.
shit, watch that shit.
Kofi
for the
Kingston's
culture.
a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
man. Hell
yeah, that's what's up.
We're all hoping that it happens. Like that's the way the storyline looks like it's building up to.
Okay.
And there's a
It's
lot of
about
people.
time.
There's a lot of people that don't understand it. There have been black world heavyweight champions, the former WCW title, and all this stuff, and all that. But there has not ever been the WWE title that used to be the WWF title. There has never been. The only person remotely close is The Rock, but The Rock identifies as Samoan. He embraces
He
that
is a
culture,
beautiful man.
right?
Oh my God, I just want to lick his teeth.
Dwayne, if you're listening,
Dwayne Johnson, please, sir. I just want to meet you one good time. But you know who I really want to meet?
Who?
Winston Duke.
Hold on.
Winston
Who is
Duke.
that? Who is Winston?
Winston Duke. Winston Duke. I say good morning to him every morning on his Instagram.
What is he from?
Black Panther. He's M'Baku.
Oh yeah. Okay, okay.
Oh, that's my man.
Oh goodness.
I say good morning to him. Yes, I do.
Does he ever reply?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. The hope is frail.
You
It's
know-
hard to kill.
But you know what? It's gonna
One day-
happen one
I just
day,
need
and
one.
you're gonna freak the fuck out.
Look, I be offering like, look, anytime you in Indiana, it would be a honor and a privilege if I could share my gift of laughter with you. Just a moment. We can meet up in Indy and get some Ritter's custard. It's the bomb. It's the bomb. Look, if he just meet me one good time, he's my husband. I know he is, and I know that my God and Goddess will put me in his path. He gonna meet me. We gonna be together. We gonna be happy.
See, you putting this out in the universe right now. You may meet this man, and then all of a sudden, hold on, I'm just gonna let you know, I have met many celebrities that I've wanted to meet in this life, and about 80% of them, I wish I hadn't, because I stopped being fans of theirs after I met
I
them.
really don't think he's gonna do that to me.
Man,
I really don't.
It's
I really
it's a
don't.
slippery slope. It really is. It's one of those like there are some people that you meet that are literally they're more than you wanted them to be, and then there are those that you meet that you've just got this image. You're like, oh my God, this person's so amazing. This person's so awesome. And the first 2 minutes of talking to them, even the first 30 seconds, you're like, you kind of rude as hell, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe, you're just kind of adjusting this. 2 minutes into it, you're like, no, you're a fucking cocksucker. Like, goddamn, you could get hit by a bus.
Insult though.
What?
Calling somebody a cocksucker, is that really an insult?
Yes. Have
Is
you ever
it?
watched Deadwood?
No.
You need to
but
learn the art of the insult, motherfucker.
I still don't see how that's an insult.
Right, but people say it.
Just like,
Son of a bitch.
I mean, that's not really an insult either, because if your mom is a bitch and you're her son, like, you are the son of a bitch.
Exactly, but
But a
these are our
cocksucker, like, if somebody were to call me a cocksucker, that wouldn't hurt my feelings, because I slobs on that knob. Okay, like, I ain't got no problem about it. So, like, I'd be like, man, like, really, if you're calling a straight cisgendered, like, dude, like, he's the only guy. But even he at least likes a good cocksucker. So really, like, I don't know. I just feel like people need to be more. Yeah, I think people need to be more creative with their insults. Like, tell somebody, I hope you shit on your fucking self. That's a bad fucking day. Because, like, when's the last time you shit on yourself? I bet it was terrible.
What if that person that you say that to happens to be into scat play, and that just turns
them on? Oh, my
on?
gosh. Speaking of scat play, did you watch Gringo on Netflix? Okay, you remember that, what's his name? The dude who made McAfee Antivirus. You remember McAfee?
Oh, McAfee, yeah.
McAfee. Okay, whatever. However the fuck you say that shit. So, apparently, after he sold his company and went and did some yoga retreat type shit in Washington State.
Yeah, he ended up broke as fuck, right?
No, I guess not. So then he moves down to like Belize or some shit, and he basically just like buys their police offices, like all these weapons and shit. He starts like buying their trust and shit.
Okay.
Plus, he's like the only white dude down here. So I'm sure
I know he did something.
He did a whole bunch. Yeah, he ended up killing some guy. He killed some guy over some stupid bullshit. I don't know what it was. The only thing that really stuck out to me in the documentary was the fact that he had these girlfriends, quote unquote girlfriends, who all they had to do was like go into this room where there was this hammock, and they would lay in the hammock, and he would lay up under the hammock and like cup their booty and let them shit in his mouth, like just and
if that's your thing, that's your thing.
You know what? Honestly, there was this one time down here in Evansville. I went on a date with this dude, and actually it was like the 5th or so date. So he came back to my place. We were just gonna hang out or whatever. He sees I have a glass dining room table, and no shit. Look,
I already know.
No shit. I'm for real. He offered me like $300-$400 some dollars.
He could lay underneath it, jerk off while you shit on the table.
Well, the jerking off is a new bit, but like I don't doubt that he would do that. But he did offer to watch me shit on my own glass table, my table, and I was like, motherfucker. First of all, you need to put a comma in that bitch. Okay, look, it's a capitalist society. I'll capitalize. Everybody got a price. Everybody got a fucking price. You got
to at least be able to afford to buy a new table.
I need to buy a new table. I need to buy new memories. Okay, because I grew up at this table. I grew up eating at this table. Now I'm gonna have the memory of me being on top of this table taking shit. Oh, this is my mama's table. No, so that didn't happen though. But yeah, people. But you know,
dream crusher.
Yeah, I guess so. It wasn't me. But look, really, if he had the money, I would have done it.
I love this deadpan look you're giving me
because I'm
right
dead
now.
Ass. $3,000 to take a shit. I take shits for free. Why would I not want to jump on getting paid $3,000 to take a shit?
I've tried to explain this to everyone. Every single person on this planet is a whore in some manner.
Yeah.
Because someone can pay you a specific amount for whatever
Everybody has a price.
Hell yeah,
like
they do.
and you know, if you can make rational thoughts about like, okay, maybe maybe this is a good idea, like really make it seem like this is, if you sell it to yourself, then anybody could do anything. Just like, Cardi B, like we were talking about earlier. Like, quite honestly, that's how I feel about it. Just shrug. Because first of all, men who are paying for sex, the risks that it is that you're in this black market shit paying for pussy. Like, there's the risk of getting
that's why
raped,
I think, like, honestly,
or robbed or murdered.
It should, like, prostitution should be legal. It should be monitored. It should, like,
it should.
First of all, it's the world's oldest profession.
Truly.
The first fucking woman that figured out that vagina had magical powers.
Right now.
And she could get whatever she needed in life by offering that vagina. Men don't have that power. We do not.
I really, really wish. Maybe I have penis envy, and that's only
why. The only benefit we have is peeing standing up, lady.
Let me get there. I have penis envy because I just really want to know what pussy feels like. Because y'all motherfuckers, kingdoms have risen and have fallen over some pussy. Mm-hmm. Men's minds become scrambled fucking eggs over some pussy. I just want to know, what's it like? I want to, but like I'm not into chicks, which is sad because I really wish I was, because then I have more options, I I wish I could be bisexual.
Hold on, this more options thing, that's ridiculous. Like, that's another thing that
how is that not more options?
No, look, like, I mean, it is more options, but that's it. To me, it makes it sound like, I can't, just get this or but. And I've tried to explain to every woman that I've ever had this conversation with. I'm like, you could literally walk out that door right now and go to a bar and know as you're walking out that door whether or not you're going to get laid tonight. Every man in the world hopes. There's a difference between hoping and knowing. Any woman, you've seen it the same as I have. It doesn't matter. A 500-pound woman can go into a bar and there's going to be some dude in there that'll jump on it.
Well, I mean, there's always somebody for everybody.
I'm not saying that you get pick of the litter. I'm saying, though, as a woman, you can control. Like, when you go out, like, hey, I'm going to get laid tonight. You as a woman can leave the house. I'm going to get laid tonight. And
yeah, because women know there's no nicer man than a man who thinks he might get himself some.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we all
on his
all
best
know
fucking
that.
behavior.
And also, I mean, it just goes to consent, really. Like,
yeah.
Hopefully she has the mindset a man will only go as far with her as she'll allow. But, there's some real piece of shit, piece of shit men out there who are... that's why I don't want to compare, like, when people call men dogs, you can't really call a man a dog because there are literally dogs who will sit next to a whole cooked steak and you tell them no, and that motherfucker don't eat that steak.
Yep.
But there are men who you literally say no, but they still want to fuck. And they still try to fuck. But, whatever. But with Cardi B, though, because keep getting off. Cardi B, her... keyword to me was when she said that she did it for survival. Like, men don't rape for survival. Okay, they don't. A man isn't going to rape. And most men that I know of who have raped women didn't rob them. The woman got away at least with her purse and shit. She didn't leave with her dignity, but she at least left with her shit. Whereas Cardi, she said that she felt like she had limited options. And maybe it's because of my background in social work that I've had that I'm able to sympathize with that. And then also, I'm poor as fucking shit. There have been plenty of times where I wish I had it in me too, but I mean, I was raised in church, quite honestly. I can't just go out there and sell some ass. But fucking, I wish I fucking could sometimes. I really wish I could. I bet I could if I put my motherfucking mind to it. Hell yeah. You know what?
Again, everybody's got a price.
Everybody got a motherfucking price. In fact, if y'all want some, okay, look, while I'm over here, look, desperate times calls for desperate measures. Hit me up in my DM. I'll shoot you some prices. We need to figure something out. Let's negotiate. Look, I got these bills.
It ain't me. I'm broke as fuck. Be like, you see this studio? All my money goes into this shit.
But what the fuck? Money is so fucked up. Like back in...
It's completely fake.
It's fake. Well, back in 1980, $10 had the buying power of $89. And then in 2016, that same $10 has the buying power of $11. But then they got the nerve, Vectron and all them motherfuckers got the nerve to send you a email or a letter in the mail saying, hey, our rates have gone up, so our prices have to go up. Bitch, fuck you. My income ain't gone up, so you don't get shit. We should be able to say that. But now there's this problem where... companies and corporations have the same rights, if not more rights than people.
Mm-hmm. And it's because the people that make our laws have vested interests in these companies.
Not to point figures, but white people.
Oh, you think it's just white people?
No, not just white people. When I say white people, I mean the government. And by the government, I
majority.
mean the majority
Yeah.
of them are white people.
Yeah.
So whenever I say white people, I mean those motherfuckers. And by those motherfuckers, I mean them motherfuckers.
I have learned that anybody who reaches a federal level of government seat, I don't care. I don't care how honorable. Everybody was riding Bernie Sanders' fucking dick. Everybody.
Poor
and when that
They can't ride.
poor Bernie.
They can't ride Bernie's dick. Can't nobody ride Bernie's dick.
Look, poor Bernie, my ass.
I
That
feel bad
motherfucker.
for
That
Bernie.
why?
Because
I'm gonna shatter this fucking dream you got
Because-
in your head right now.
why you want to shatter my dreams and shit? That's
Johnny
not
hates
cool.
jazz, baby. Now
You
you're
hate jazz?
giving me nothing but shattered dreams. Oh, this is happening.
Oh,
I'm gonna ruin Bernie for you.
I mean, cause I like Bernie, cause like
Cause he's a man of the people.
no, I mean I'm not like
Cause he's honest.
No, I don't think any of them are honest. But like, I feel like some of the things that he's talked about, like that sounds cool. I am not a party person. I just want to put that out there. I don't care if things are Republican or Democrat. Honestly, I'm gonna say something real unniggerly right now. Okay, I'm gonna say this. If Trump had some fucking ideas that actually I thought could have fucking worked, and if he wasn't, you know, who he is, if his shit made sense to me, I would have voted for him. But knowing that he is backed by all these people who obviously hate people who look like me, like fuck him.
Hold on, time out.
Okay, let's time out.
Okay, so
Why you ain't drinking? I'm the only one drinking.
I don't have anything to drink.
You got that shit back there.
Oh,
You want some of this shit?
No, I'm good. So, under Trump, now keep in mind, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. Politicians are fucking horse shit.
It is all horseshit. It's
But-
really the companies the corporations who
right.
are creating our
But
president.
under Trump, we have the lowest unemployment in years. He has been president for almost 3 years.
I can't
Hold
believe
on.
that. That is crazy.
Hold on.
And you know what? These
And
last
guess
3
what
years
he
have
hasn't
been fucking
done?
awful.
Guess what he hasn't done?
Been honest.
He hasn't gotten us into any new wars, which you can't say about Barack Obama. You can't say it about George Bush. Can't say it about Bill Clinton. Can't say it about George Sr. Can't say it about Ronald Reagan.
Right.
You got to go back to Jimmy fucking Carter.
But wait.
For not getting us into... Actually, the fucking... No.
But the war he's created is more of a civil war.
How did he create anything?
By being there.
Wrong. All you're seeing is the new United States of America that is run by the fucking media.
You know, that makes sense too. Like everybody, just
20
like
years
we
ago,
were talking
20
earlier,
years ago,
how
a
everybody
news-
is in each other's pocket and
a
shit.
news
and people
reporter-
are doing shit for likes and shit.
20 years ago, a
So-
news reporter didn't have a fucking opinion. They read you the facts of what happened, and they would have people call into the shows and say, give me your opinion on this.
The fact that he was, I mean, it's just there's so many facets
Look,
to
do you
Trump
realize that there are people
and
that
all
could listen to
his-
me talk that might be white nationalists or they're fucking members of the KKK, and they may be fans of my show? Does that mean that I'm one of them?
I feel like bigots don't know that they're bigots. Very similar to how
But you can't
In-
label everyone a bigot just because they don't like something.
true and untrue, but bigots,
Depending on their... And you have to go on a case
you have to go
by case.
like how we talked about earlier, how their thoughts become actions.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
You know who has the worst thoughts becoming actions? Antifa. Black Lives Matter. All of these...
Who is Antifa?
The anti-fascist group, these little weaselly fucks who can't fight to save their lives, but they wear the black masks, and they basically took up this is I can't even make this. They're the ones that started rioting in the cities after Trump won. Antifa, anti-fascist, and they're the ones who, if you don't agree with what they say, they call you a Nazi. And it's like, first of all, calling someone a Nazi, well, now it's become meaningless because apparently everyone's a Nazi if you don't agree with the fucking left-lying thought process. I tell people flat out, if you consider yourself right or left, you're a fucking moron. Because first of all, those wings are attached to the same fucking bird.
That's
and
why
that
I
bird's
said-
flying overhead and shitting on all of us, and they don't give a fuck.
This is very
about
true.
us.
That's why I said I'm not a party person. I'm all about, like, if the idea fucking works, like, let it, like, like, if it helps, then it fucking helps. It shouldn't matter if it, I'm not going to be about that because it's a Democrat idea. I'm not going to be about that because that's the Republican idea. If it fucking makes sense, like, just...
But politics, as it is, doesn't make sense. What needs to happen is...
No, politics doesn't make sense.
There needs
it makes dollars.
They need
dollars
to...
Don't make sense.
The whole thing needs to be wiped, and political seats need to be treated as civic duty, civic responsibility, kind of like jury duty. There's a lottery. There's a damn lottery, and your name may get called in 4 years.
I got it twice.
But I mean, like, your name may get called. Hey, guess what? It's your time to serve as governor. You're going to have advisors. You're going to have people helping and guiding, but this is your responsibility now. May the odds be ever in your favor. And once your term is done, it's done. You don't go back. You don't get to stay. Someone else now has to come in and follow suit. And once you start having everyday, regular fucking people in these positions, I bet our country rolls the fuck back off of these powerful corporate elite and all of these special interest groups and blah, blah, blah. Like, first of all, anybody that thinks that the president of the United States is an important decision maker, you are fooling yourself. The president of the United States is simply the lobbyist or spokesperson for the largest corporation in the world.
You gotta believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Yeah. All that person is a puppet. Even the Donald with his billions of dollars, there are some real scary motherfuckers who are older and have way older money and power than Donald Trump could ever dream of having.
Yeah, everybody's got a price.
First of all, Donald Trump is still a slave like all of us. Do you know why? He relies on money.
Yeah.
Who owns the money? The Federal fucking Reserve. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds.
Shit, I did something.
Oh, did you unplug yourself?
I think I did. I can push it back in. Oh, okay.
Do you see it there?
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
The Federal Reserve, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Warburgs, Morgans, Chases. The Federal Reserve was enacted in 1912 on Jekyll Island in a treasonous act between members of Congress, United States Congress, and the private bankers. It was a private meeting. It was an act of treason. We were bought and sold in 1912.
What am I hearing?
The dog walking upstairs.
Oh, okay. It's like, what is happening? What kind of dog is up there?
He's like a German Shepherd mix.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. He's a big sweetheart.
I'll
take you up and meet him. His name's Clark.
I'm not scared of any animal.
Oh, he's wonderful. He will love you.
If he comes up missing, I probably do. Animals, I just love them.
Yeah, I get it. I'm the same way. Yeah, but no, like the whole government thing,
you're missing some bullshit. It's all just to distract us from some shit that they doing.
Well, yeah. Look,
you know how
every war that we've been in was instituted by a false flag attack.
Ah, yeah, definitely. You know how comedians be talking about how black women don't believe shit. It's true. I don't believe fucking nothing, man. Right. I don't believe shit. Nothing.
After generations of you have been lied to. Yeah,
I don't believe shit.
That's like okay. Somebody made a very good point. I can't remember who I was listening to. Oh, it was today. I was listening to Joe Rogan. Ron Funches was on, the comedian. Ron Funches.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious. But he was talking about. He goes, "There's a big difference that I have noticed between he's black, and he goes between black people and white people. He goes, white people curse in front of their mothers. He was like, I don't care how big of a thug, badass motherfucker you may be around your boys and out in public. When your mama's standing right there, you ain't that motherfucker.
You ain't that tough."
I started laughing.
That's probably why my mom doesn't like my comedy, because my first she's like, okay, let's hear your comedy. I was like, nah, Mom, I don't think so. She's like, no, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And this is after also I sold sex toys for a minute, Pure Romance, and that was awkward. But look, like, I'm 30 now. Like, I should be able to, it's my mom. Like, my mom's over 60. Like, why can't we have that relationship?
Dude, my dad's 69, and he's one of my best friends on this planet.
Look, my mom has made it very clear I am not her friend, and she is not my friend. She is my mom.
That's sad, though,
she
because
is not my friend.
I get that. When you're growing up, yes, that needs to be established. But once you're an adult, if you can't have a friendship with your parent, that's sad. Like that,
I think, yeah.
Because does your mom take care of you now? No.
I mean,
right?
She definitely helped me out whenever I moved down here and I got into that car accident and I totaled my car. But as far as taking care of me, nah.
Right, like you pay your bills, you take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
I hold myself and cry at night by myself. She is not holding me while I'm crying. As I hit this bottle.
But yeah, like I don't understand. My dad and I, we get along great. Now, my mother was a complete worthless cunt, and my friends and I,
that's intense.
Oh, we went and celebrated the day she died.
Oh, damn, shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a like, and the funny thing was, while we're out at the bar, there's like 8 of us, and we're celebrating this, and we're drinking and toasting and having a hell of a time. And this dude wanders up from his table of friends that are right next to us, and he walks over and he goes, "Hey man, what are you guys celebrating?" And I turned to him, and without missing a beat, I was like, "My worthless cunt of a mother died today." And he goes, "Cool man, well, party on." And he just turned around and went back to his table.
Yeah,
like,
oh like, shit. That's like, I don't know what I would have done. No, I probably would say good for you, because that's just my thing. I say, like, good for you, just good for you, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people can't. Well, I'm
a lot
sorry
of people
that
can't.
you didn't have a.
I had my grandmother, and she was amazing.
A bonus mom?
My dad's mother, my grandparents were phenomenal. Like, I came to live with my dad when I was 14. And what's funny was, at the time, I could barely stand my stepmom. And now my stepmom and I are extremely close, because as I've gotten older, I realized she was better to me than the woman who gave birth to me ever was. And so I literally, like, the only people I've ever read about or heard about that had stories like mine, the first 14 years of my life were a nightmare. They were pure terror. And the only people that I've ever heard or seen or found that had stories that are on par with mine are usually serial killers or mass murderers, and these are their death row memoirs or their tapes.
What with them?
Like people that I've found that had stories that are similar to mine.
All right, I gotta go.
Oh, stop. No. And the reason I say that is because at 14 I went to go live with my dad, and I even apologized to my stepmother some years back, and I was like, I made a Mother's Day post to her about her, and like a lot of people reacted to it, and I was like, you were amazing to me, even though you inherited a broken 14-year-old man. You did not get a 14-year-old teenager kid. That was a broken man who was on the verge of becoming something else. Something way, way different than what I am today. And I tell people all the time, there are 4 people responsible for keeping me from being one of those people that you heard about from a death row memoir, or my last statements, or my confession tapes before I was executed. And that's my grandparents and my dad and my stepmom. And that's very real. Very real. 4 people provided enough love to save me.
Love is all you need. It really is.
Yeah.
Love is it comes into your life and helps you get through certain stages. Love just.
I threw out a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. quote yesterday on the show too, with one of my favorite quotes, and it's his. He said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." That's. I think that quote should be on every street corner in every city, in every language around the world. Just as a constant reminder, so people always see it. That, and be mindful of yourself.
I really feel like people have lost treat others the way you'd have them treat you. Like, people are so mean to each other.
You know why?
And I honestly,
this right here, this phone.
It's not just that, because
but that's one of the big catalysts.
Also was like that. I've been mean to some people, and I don't know why I made that mountain out of such a molehill at the time, and I don't know why I acted like that. Just being mean. Just
I think if people actually took more time to learn about meditation and inner reflection of the self, because like that's something that I've had to do through the years. And every now and then I get away from it and I realize I'm becoming unbalanced again. Like things are not firing the way I need them to, and I have to get back to doing that. Otherwise, I'll stay in this negative headspace. And again, thought becomes action, and you start attracting what you put out. What you put out into the universe is more than willing to fucking give you. And it'll give it back to you in spades. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. For a minute there, I hated my fucking job. I wish that I didn't have an apartment so I could have no lease so I can up and go whenever I wanted. I fucking hated paying this fucking car note. I hated paying insurance. And don't you know what God did for me, Rob? I got fired from my fucking job. Got laid off. I fucking got laid off from another job because that one closed down. Then I lost my apartment because I didn't have no motherfucking money. So now I'm living in my best friend's basement where I don't have a fucking lease. And then because I said, Lord, I can't afford the car, the Lord took the car away from me with my total loss. And the Lord said, you know what, baby girl, I'm gonna give you one extra. I'm gonna take that car insurance from you too. And so boom, be careful what you fucking wish for, because you just might get it, but not in the way that you thought.
Yep. The universe will deliver.
I am happy because I did get everything that I asked for. I did. Like, I can up and go whenever I finally get this debt paid off. But like, at least I'm whole from, because that after that car accident, I could have really been really hurt. My back is still jacked up, but people have gotten in accidents and broke their legs. I didn't have nothing broken. In fact, actually at
my cousin has had his back broken twice from wrecks.
Shit.
Yeah, he has.
How's he doing? Is he all right?
He has 4 titanium rods and I think 18 or 16 titanium screws in his spine.
He's in pain all the time.
Yeah, he can walk and all this, but he's especially when it gets cold. Oh man, it's bad.
Car
for him.
accidents ain't no joke, and I used to joke about that too.
The only thing that I say that people think I'm joking about is, if I'm in a bad car accident, just snatch me. I tell the universe, I'm like, take me, because I don't want to limp away from this heap. Because I'm a big man, and one thing that's always been a concern for me, if anything were to happen to my legs, ain't nobody jumping in line to take care of my big ass.
You don't think so? You don't feel like you got that support?
No.
No.
Plus, I'm not the kind of person that could burden people like that.
I mean, you gotta have somebody in your life that's willing to wipe your ass, right? Nobody.
No. Yeah. I couldn't even begin to think of someone that I would ask. Not even my dad. Like, huh?
You got life insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
I mean, yeah, the funeral costs will be covered, all that bullshit. But fuck, I want to be cremated anyway. Do what they did in fucking Big Lebowski. Go down to the fucking grocery store, get a can of Folgers, dump that shit out, go to the crematorium, pay whatever fee you got to pay to have my big ass incinerated, have them put me in a coffee can. Keep that coffee can with you and sprinkle that shit out anytime you experience something beautiful in this life, wherever you are. If you've got it with you, maybe just keep a little bit of me in a little vial or something. And anytime, whoever's responsible for me after I die, anytime you experience something beautiful in this life, wherever you may be, sprinkle a little bit of me out there.
That definitely didn't end the way that I thought it was going to, but that's beautiful. I haven't seen that movie.
What?
Big? What did you say? Big?
Oh, The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
No, the end part. That's me. That's my saying.
Okay.
No, but in the
That part,
movie,
that's
in
what's
the
up.
movie,
That's beautiful.
their friend dies, and they go to he gets cremated, and they're paying, like, they're taking care of their best friend's, final remains and all this, and it's like he points at the thing and he goes, "This says $283 or whatever it is," and he goes, "Yes, that is our most modestly priced receptacle." And he goes, "That's $300 for an urn." He goes, "We're scattering the ashes," and he goes, "So I was told, but you will still have to have a receptacle to transmit the remains." And he goes, "Just because we're bereaved doesn't make us fucking saps." And he goes, "Sir, calm down. It is our most modestly priced receptacle." And he goes, "Fuck it. Is there a Ralph's around here?" That's their grocery store that's nearby. So they go to the fucking grocery store and get a Folgers can, get his ashes put in it, and they take him up on this cliff on the edge of the ocean where he used to surf. And he tries to sprinkle his ashes and it flutters all over the dude.
Oh, wow.
It's so The Big Lebowski. You need to see this movie. It's the greatest dialogue ever written.
I've heard it's a good movie. I just don't know when I have the
time. It will
time
make you cry. Stop that. I don't know when I would have the time.
I really don't. Like, my
yeah,
day starts at 5:45, and I
okay.
usually
I'll
don't
cut
get
you slack
home
there.
until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's amazing when I get home at 10 or 9. Oh my god, 9? When I get home at 9? God, I'm excited. Shit. The worst, though, is when, like, halfway through the day, I realized that I never put my vibrator on the charger.
I love you. Oh, my God.
That's the fucking worst. Like, halfway through the day, you're just like, man, I can't wait to go home, handle this business, go sleep. Like, fuck! I did not put that bitch on the charger because I don't buy batteries no more. That was too much money.
See, my hand is perfectly capable of taking care.
I literally have some, not finger polish, some antibacterial hand sanitizer that the label says, just in case you touch your genitals. Because y'all be touching y'all shit all the damn time. In fact, there was this one time in 8th grade.
I actually wash my hands before I
you.
pee. No, before I pee.
Oh, well, that's good. And after, hopefully, both. Huh? For real? Don't pause.
Not always.
Don't pause.
Not always.
What?
Here's the thing, though.
Don't shake my hand.
Hold on. Do you pee on your hand?
I don't pee on my hand.
Well, okay then. I know where my dick's been all day. I don't know where my fucking hands have been. And besides, think about this. Every fucking hand that you have ever shook of an adult most likely had a dick in it. Man, woman, doesn't matter.
That's why, like, one, I don't shake hands for the most part. I go like this.
I don't either.
I do this, like, weird way.
Or I do the knuckles. Or I do, like, an elbow.
Yeah, it's gotta be the
elbow. Like, when you came down, I hugged you. I'm a hugger. I hug you because we're touching cloth here, you know?
Yeah, very true.
I will go wash my hands most of the time. I'll go wash my hands before sex. And before sex, even, like, unless I just got out of the shower, before sex, I'm probably going to go wash up. Like, I could have taken a shower 3-4 hours ago.
Well,
I'm going to go do the horse bath real quick.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just being considerate for the person that's
not everyone abides by this.
The body is a temple. You don't want somebody just come to the temple looking all fucked up.
Mine's an amusement park.
Okay. I'm gonna hit this.
Yeah.
Wine for all y'all who can't see. Yeah, you hit that. Whatever that is. Yeah. Whatever that is. Who ain't paying you yet?
Right.
Because fuck them. Cheers. Clink. Yeah. Yeah, you coming to Lamasco's tonight?
Lamasco's tonight, man.
Yeah, it's open. It's Monday.
My day starts at 6 a.m., doll.
My day starts at 5:45. What you saying? But then again, you are fucking 40, so I bet it is different for you.
Bitch.
Beauty and total control of ourselves.
No.
No, it's cool. You know, it's all good fun. I got nothing but love for you. You just old.
I actually, you know what though?
Not until you tell me.
I love it. On my 40th birthday, I went to see my favorite band, Clutch.
Yes, I was following what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I was really happy for you. Like,
Well,
you brought your 40th in, got that
hell
fucking
yeah.
mug over there.
Yeah.
You know, you had
isn't it fucking sweet?
you had a great birthday.
I
you
really
did.
It was an awesome whole weekend. Like the whole weekend was just outstanding.
Damn right.
And like a quarter of the crowd sang happy birthday to me. They found out it was my birthday. Then the hilarity ensued when they were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 40 years old today. And everyone was like, "Bullshit." And I was like, "What? No, for real. I'm 40." And they were like, they're looking at me skeptically. And I was like, "What, do you think I'm older?" And they're like, "Dude, there's no way that you're over like 33, 34. And I pull out my ID. I'm like, "Look, 3/15/79." And they're like,
79.
yeah. And they're like, "How the fuck are you 40 years old?" There's this dude literally standing 2 people away from me. He goes, "I'm 38. This motherfucker looked like he was about 50 something. And I was like, I'm all right, man. I'm good. I got good genetics. If you were to see my dad's 69 years old. He looks like he's maybe in his early 50s.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm holding up all right.
All right, that's what's up.
I'm just fat.
I don't like F word.
I like fat.
I like fluffy
No,
or
fuck
juicy.
fluffy.
Because everybody
I'm
likes
extra juicy.
Everybody like juice. Don't nobody like no.
But that could have multiple connotations with that.
Wait, what's wrong with juicy?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you did say that cocksucker would not be an insult for you, so. I love that look. God, this is like things like that make me wish I had video going right now, so people can just see your face. Like, whatever, be juicy.
Yeah, be juicy. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being juicy. Don't nobody like no fucking dry
Did I
ass
just
shit.
kick your foot?
Nope, that ain't
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
So So let's shift this a little bit
Oh, yeah.
back to your
we just
comedy.
went all over the place.
I love it though. Like we're getting to have real conversation,
Yep.
and people are getting to like experience your personality, and I mean we can tell people about you the whole show, but that's not the same as them just getting to hear you interact on random topics.
It's true. I am an onion. I have many, many layers.
Diamond.
You know, I am a diamond as well.
Diamond.
Many facets.
There you go.
And they be glittery.
Glitter, your favorite color?
My favorite color is glitter. It is. Everything glitter. All the time glitter. Just actually with my nails, I really wish I would have added some glitter onto there, but I was trying to get out of there.
They do look fantastic.
Thank you.
I noticed them as soon as you walked in.
Thank you. I like them sharper than this, but they did okay. I had to go short because now I type all the time, and it'd be hard. It'd be hard sometimes. Sometimes I feel like, you know, the episode of Family Guy where Peter has his nails all on. He's like, "Hello, LaRonda. Yeah, I got 4 people on hold, but I can talk."
He's trying to hit that button.
I be doing that sometimes. Like, I can't stand myself. Sometimes I get on my own damn nerves. I really do. I'm like, damn, Bree, you annoying. Shit. I talk to myself. I do answer myself. I'm an only child.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, me too.
I don't have any cousins.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got cousins.
Well, like, I got distant cousins. Like, they're close cousins, but they're distant cousins. I don't really know them. Like, they cool. Like, if we see each other,
I had
I'm
to
not going to
entertain
ignore them.
myself
Yeah.
growing up. Yeah.
Imagination. The only thing that limits you in life is your own imagination.
Isn't it a shame?
Lots of things are a shame.
How many adults though? Like once you hit adulthood, your ability, like most people's ability to dream and imagine and be creative falls by the wayside.
Yeah, because they fucking...
Like that's some kind of false expectation.
Honestly, you know what I think happens? People just... One, they start having expectations, which expectations are the number one killer of all relationships.
Yep.
And
I tell people all the time,
they
I'm like,
start
lower
being
your
hurt by other
fucking
people.
expectations.
If you have no expectations, you can't be hurt.
Let down. Exactly. And placing
my own
expectations on people,
ruined my life.
especially if it's people you love, the only expectation should be that they reciprocate your love.
Yeah.
That's it.
I fucked up with at least two of my lovers. I shouldn't have been like that.
Like I tell people all the time, I don't understand jealousy. It's a petty, wasted emotion, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I understand polyamorous relationships or people who are swingers or I get it. And if you want to be monogamous, that's fine. But saying that human beings are monogamous is a bold-faced lie, because we are not one of the few species on this planet who, if our first partner dies or goes away or something happens to them, we kill ourselves. We starve ourselves to death. We don't do that. That is what true monogamy is. Think about that.
Is that what swans do?
Swans, lovebirds,
They really
a lot of
fucking do that
birds,
shit?
a
They
lot
really just starve
penguins.
themselves?
Yes, they will starve themselves to fucking death because their life mate is gone and they have no reason to live anymore. There are few species on this planet. You've had more than one partner, right?
Damn, that's some deep
You're
shit.
not monogamous. You may be monogamous for this period of time.
I probably would still be with him if I hadn't been a stupid bitch.
But
I didn't die. Although
Exactly.
I did die, but I didn't die.
it's one of those. Look at how first of all, marriage ends in a 60% divorce rate now.
That gives me hope, because I'm hoping he get divorced because I want another
Hold on,
chance.
time out. Why? Okay, look. It didn't work out for a reason. Whether that reason was you or him, it doesn't matter.
It's true.
There's a reason.
Yeah,
Don't recycle
You're
garbage.
right. You know, if the milk is spoiled, it's spoiled.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly. Here's the thing.
I need to stop drinking this shit.
What if, okay, here's the thing. What if he, and I don't know what happened between the two of you. You don't have to tell me. But I'm just going to say, you said it was you. Okay. So what if he gave you this other opportunity, but now his trust, you've got him
true.
again, but
There
he's
is
got
no
you at arm's length, and he will never fully trust you again. What's the purpose? What's the point of that fucking relationship?
Right.
So you can be miserable and then make him miserable, and then one of you is eventually, maybe if you wise up, one of you will walk away.
That's why I like being in a relationship with myself.
Too many people never take the time to start liking themselves, let alone loving themselves. And instead, I just made a post about this the other day. Derek Jackson, this dude on social media, I love that guy.
Really?
Yes,
Sometimes I'm 50-50.
Yeah, he's hit or miss. But this was good. This girl set up her man with some chick who then lied to her and told her that they had sex. And they did not. And the girl even admitted in the video chat that she lied about it.
You know what? I think I saw it. Didn't she have like braids or something? And the other chick was all like, honestly, I lied because she didn't deserve it. She was going to do something like that.
Exactly. And that girl, I posted about, I shared it and I said, that dude should tell that chick to kick fucking rocks. You don't deserve to be in my fucking life with your toxic ass.
This is very true, because that was real fucked up. And then if I saw the same one, which I think I did, she had the nerve to call the other chick a fucking homewrecker. You lit your own fucking home.
You lit the fuse on your own goddamn dynamite.
Why would you sabotage your own happiness?
Exactly. And that's what and he makes a good point in that video, Derek Jackson, that he goes, you're carrying around these past things, whatever's happened to her, you're bringing it into this relationship. And I said, I was like, fix yourself. Do not bring your insecurities or your issues or your damage into a relationship and put it on someone else.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Exactly. And
I
too
think
many
too
people
often-
look at how many people both of us know relationship hop like they change underwear.
There's
I see
not too
motherfuckers-
much of a difference between a relationship and a relationship.
Oh yeah, no,
It's just
one letter,
That's
letter.
all it is.
Yep. And I see motherfuckers on Facebook
All the time.
every 3 weeks. There will be a brand new person. Oh, I've met the love of my life now, and I'm like, didn't you just find like the last
Well,
3
your life,
loves
like,
of your
3
life,
weeks
like
ago?
the past consecutive 2
But
months,
you know what?
3
Good
months?
for them. You know.
No, that's insanity.
You know that. You know.
Doing the same thing
This
over
is
and
true.
over and getting the same result.
is insanity. Yeah, but you know what? If they don't feed me, fuck me, and pay my bills, I don't give a fuck what they fucking doing. Good for them. I'm happy for you and your vagina that you getting it in on a regular basis.
No, but then these are the same people that will bitch
yeah,
when it goes sideways, and then it's like, you did this to yourself. And I'm the person that'll comment that, like, you literally did this to yourself.
Yeah.
You're on my friends list for a reason, and I'm not gonna bullshit you like these other fucks, either trying to get in your pants or get in your head or whatever the fuck. Like, oh well, fuck him or fuck her, blah blah blah. You deserve better. No, you don't. You deserve exactly what you've been doing to yourself for the past fucking 3 years. That's what you're doing to yourself.
Don't be upset about the plate that's in front of you when that's what you ordered.
Thank you.
That's
When it's
literally
the
what you ordered.
Fuck, not even what you ordered. That's what you made. That's the plate you fucking fixed.
Yup, you
And now
made
you gonna
that
sit there
shit.
and bitch about it? Bitch, you're the one that forgot to pick up milk for the hamburger helper. Now that's why you got soupy hamburger helper.
Why did white people invade so many countries for spices and then they don't use them?
I spice. Dude, okay, look. My black friends will tell you, don't eat Bulldog's chili, don't eat Bulldog's gumbo, don't eat Bulldog's ribs. They will fuck you up for days.
I don't eat ribs or anything off bones because bones freak me out. It makes my ass tingle.
Dude, you do realize that that's where the most protein dense meat is.
In my ass?
Yeah, baby.
No, but for real though, childhood trauma like bones, like I have to. It's actually got a name. It's called synesthesia. It's
I know.
in the dictionary. And when I see bones, I'm around bones. See people eat off bones or whatever. I gotta clench my booty cheeks together because it makes. It's not really my booty that tingles. It's like the taint area. It's really intense, and I gotta clench it together.
You are just
I just can't do it.
fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
It makes my taint tingle.
It's very intense too. Like you know those videos where you see someone like skateboarding.
You get ASMR of the taint.
Yeah, it's intense. Like, have you seen those videos of people who are like skateboarding or whatever?
And you know they're about to get fucked up.
Yeah, like where does that affect you? Where do you like? Like where do you feel that?
Usually, it's like in my shoulders and my chest.
That's
like
strange.
it's
Usually, I hear for most people it's in their gut, kind of like when you go
when
up
I watch
and down
people
something.
fall.
Boom. Okay, that feeling when
catches
it's in your
the gut.
stomach.
Yeah.
I feel that in my taint, and then it goes up into like my stomach, and it's extremely uncomfortable.
You do realize that we're like destined to be best friends, right?
Oh,
like,
okay.
Just this conversation alone. Like I want you to be on as many shows as I can have you on, just because.
All right, then.
I know that our
Let's do that
conversations
shit.
are gonna get so fucked
It
up.
can get really weird.
I love it. I love that you seem completely unreserved here with me, and I love it. Maybe
Wine
but,
is good.
But you were like this though before
is
you
true.
started on that.
This is how I am.
Don't be blaming Gallo. Gallo did nothing but enhance you.
Hello. Put your pinky out.
When in doubt,
Put
pinky out.
Classy
My buddy
sophisticates like ourselves should not stain our lips with cursing. That's what Patrick Starr said.
Oh.
From SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my shit. That still is my shit. I like to scrapbook and watch
My
Porters or SpongeBob.
Boondocks.
Boondocks is good.
Oh, fucking look. Did you listen to the interview with me and Butta?
What
Like,
day was that?
That was this past Thursday.
Not this past one, no.
Okay. Because You will hear it. Look, I do not censor myself in any way, shape, or form, and I have my end card from certain individuals because I am blacker than most. And more time you spend around me, the more you're going to be like, is he? Is he? Like, oh yeah, I promise.
I do have a friend who I consider off-white.
Yep, I am.
His
I am
name's
gray.
Jeremiah.
I am
He's
gray
cool
as fuck.
hell.
I am. I'm mega gray.
You know, speaking of censoring myself, like I'm really concerned about my show on April 16th at Gingham
Why?
Barbecue, because I hear the owner doesn't like the F word.
That's too bad.
That's how I feel. Because
were you contacted to do this feature?
I was.
Fuck them. That's honestly, unless they.
Because I got a whole joke about going to fuck yourself.
Yeah, I love it.
It's one of my favorite. You know what? I apologize because whenever you came out that Tuesday, like I really had not prepared the way that I should have, so I did not tell it the way that I usually and like to tell it. I thought it was
hilarious.
Oh well, thank you. I'm happy you still thought. Ooh, why do I keep doing this? I keep jacking myself up. I get excited.
Jacking yourself out.
How do I fix this? Okay, stop. I'll just do like this.
You're very animated with your hands.
I am. Without my hands.
You're like Ricky Bobby. I'm not real sure what to do with my hands.
I'm learning sign language. I'm trying. I would love to speak fluent Spanish and know sign language. Because I really, if ever I meet my husband, whenever I finally find him, which I hate him because he out there all lost and shit looking for me.
Why do you need a husband?
Because look, this is my goal that I have for him. So me and him, we go, look.
How about just a life mate?
Yeah, that's my husband.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna do that damn thing. So me and my man you know how every president, they have their little first 100 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, in our first 100 days as being married, I want us to enroll in like sign language classes. So that way, if it doesn't work out, this motherfucker can't say he didn't learn something. You learn motherfucking sign language.
Okay.
Plus I want to be able to talk to my man.
Do you plan on being with this man for at least 2 to 3 years before getting married?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking like a fresh marriage, like the first 100 days, if you have time to go to sign language class, you fucking up and you're not doing some shit properly.
That's right. We ain't doing something. But like I would really like to at least know and date him and get to know who he is. It takes at least 4 years.
Everybody has their ugly side too, and I try to tell people this. Side. Everybody's got an ugly side.
I think I might be a narcissist.
No, everyone is borderline narcissist. Everyone.
I'm extremely critical. I can be unappreciative, and
you're naming 100% of the population.
But I'm doing better. I'm trying my best to do better.
And that right there, that's what only a small percentage of the population does.
Like I'm really sad that I hadn't learned these lessons before, but I needed to go through what I went through in order to learn the shit that I learned now.
If I hadn't gone, if the first 14 years of my life had not been what they were, I would not be as bold and brazen and brash as I am. I am the man that cannot get rolled over on. Like you cannot steamroll me. I don't care.
I like steamrollers.
I don't care if you are the owner of a company that I work for, if you're my boss, and blah, blah, blah. I will tell you to bend over and get fucked by a cactus as quickly as I would say good morning. I do not give a fuck.
When's your birthday?
March 15th. I'm a Pisces. I don't fit it. I don't fit. I am very quick to confrontation, and I will, well, not so much now. Like, as I've gotten older, it's really tamed down. And I don't even like yelling at people anymore. I don't like raising my voice. I don't like to argue. And if it has to be any type of argument, it needs to be a conversation. Because the screaming and yelling thing, the only thing you do is turn your voice up and turn your ears down. Nobody's listening to the other person. Nothing's being accomplished. So I'm all about, like, no matter how angry I could be about something, the voice level needs to be right here, and this is where we need to keep it, and it needs to stay respectful, because when you say things, you can't put the fucking genie back in the bottle.
Man, I like to use the example of shaving cream. Like, I like to, like, whenever maybe I do treat my lovers like they kids, but I feel like it's a good example. Like, I have them, empty out this motherfucking shaving cream, and then they'll do it. I'm like, all right, now put that shit back in the motherfucking bottle. Well, I can't. That's exactly what the fuck you did when you said that shit. Okay, that's exactly what the fuck you did. You can't go back. Break this fucking plate. If you break this plate and you try to put it back together, it's not gonna be the fucking same.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
that's
not gonna be the fucking
analogy.
same. And
I do want to ask you something though.
Yeah.
Because you just the way you just said something. You said maybe I do treat my lovers like they're kids. Let me ask you this: have you ever had a man who stood on equal ground with you and was like, "Hey, it's not okay for you to talk to me that way"?
Honestly, I wish that I would.
And there's the issue. All right. So you seem to find these guys who...
I don't need a yes man.
You find guys who are looking for another mom. They're looking for a woman to take care of them.
Yes.
So you go into that role and then you become resentful that you have to take care of this fucking human being that is supposed to be your fucking partner. A lot of women fall into that cycle repeatedly. And I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I'm the guy who quickly will establish with any woman I'm with, like, you get out of line vocally with me and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what's going on with your attitude or why you're coming at me like that, but you need to adjust that shit yourself. You need to go fix yourself real quick. If you need to take a few moments alone in the bedroom or the bathroom and come back and talk to me, that's cool, but you're not my mom. In fact, one of the true regrets of my life is that I let that bitch die of natural causes and not with my hands wrapped around her throat. So
wow, that's intense,
I'm not one of those guys looking for a mama. Like, I'm looking for a partner. And
I think that in a lot of relationships, that's where people get jacked up. Like,
the control issue.
Yeah, and just a lot of times men and women, they don't see the difference between a mother and, like you said, a partner. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to do your fucking laundry. Exactly. Because your mom did your laundry, okay? If I make dinner, why is it that when you make dinner it's for you, but when I make dinner it's for us? What the fuck is up with that?
See, and I'm the guy who, as I've gotten older, now look, I was married at one point. I was married for 4 years, and we were terrible together. I used to run her down after I left her because, there was a lot of resentment. Like, we were terrible together, and she was terrible to me. Mm-hmm. I just kind of allowed things to happen around me and to me in that relationship, and it was just bad. I was not myself in that. And I just let things happen, and then it just spiraled out of control. And I spent the last 2 years of my marriage in a suicidal depression. Like, every day, I was like, is today the fucking day? Is today the fucking day? But I had 4 stepkids, and so, no, it wasn't the fucking day. Nope. Can't do it. But now we've reconciled, we've become friendly again, and she even, the last time we spoke, she was like, I'm sorry for how awful I was to you. She was like, you weren't always great, but you didn't deserve how I treated you. And I was like, that means a lot to hear, but the thing is like, I learned a lot from that relationship, and when I got out of it, like, I left her. I told her I wanted a divorce, and the moment I said those words to her, all the weight in the world was lifted off my shoulders, and I laughed. And I mean, this is hitting her hard. Like, it was out of left field. It was unexpected, and she was like,
"Well, if you're that unhappy, like, how could it be in?"
Exactly.
Oh, is that the point?
Well, no, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, I want a divorce. Oh my God. And then I literally go and I'm like, you're like the worst person I've ever known in my life. Oh my God. How have I stayed in this for so fucking long? Like, I went on this fucking...
Well, yeah, at that
and
point,
I'm
like,
letting it all out.
Are open now, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
and she's just like mortified.
Said what?
Yeah.
You said what? I gave you what, bitch?
She's like mortified by these things, but I couldn't stop myself. But now... and I look back at that relationship, and I was not checked in. I really wasn't. But things led to that, But now, I mean, I cook. I do my own laundry. Even when I'm in a relationship, I do my own laundry. I don't like for my laundry to be fucked. It's just one of those OCD things. I'll do your laundry too if you ask me to. That's fine. But you know, as far as like cooking or whatever, like if I'm with someone, you know, if I'm with a woman and I see her cleaning in the kitchen or doing something like that, I'll be like, hey, do you want some help? Or hey, you want me to start dinner? Little things like that. And apparently it's something that a lot of guys either never learn or they don't learn until about midlife. But like I said, most men don't learn this shit. And I'm like, your woman does not want to be your mother. She does not. She may take that role and she may utilize that role because that's what's been established now. But know that if she's staying with your dumb ass and she's treating you like a child, she loves you enough to stay with your dumb ass and treat you like a child.
And why be with someone who treats you like a fucking child? Like you a grown ass fucking man.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, look, hold on.
Because men are so used to, because their longest relationship with any woman is typically their mom.
But the
and their
problem
mom's been
is,
doing things for
but the
them.
thing is, and that's just
because that's your mom.
It's really prevalent in single mother households.
Because that's what
my God. Or it's even worse if it's single mother and grandma, and that's all they've had is older women around them and who do everything for them and dote on them and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you may get yelled at. Yes, you have expectation, but everything's taken care of for you. And then
because
you
they
go
know
try to find a
if they
woman.
want it done right, they got to do it themselves.
Right, exactly.
But I mean, it's just.
Here's the problem. Another big problem with society is the disestablishment or the de-establishment of male and female roles. Women will say, why can't you act like a man? Well, this is 2019 and being, you know, trying to act like a man is toxic masculinity now. Everything is toxic. Oh, you're being a man. You're being a typical man. Well, now all of these things about being a man have become negative. Now you got a whole bunch of confused motherfuckers who there's a trend, and it is a trend. First of all, this whole fucking gender dysphoria thing, which, yes, it's a fucking psychological impairment in the brain. These things have been studied scientifically for decades. And now in the past 2-3 years, they want to be like, well, no, gender and sex are not the same thing. Yes, they fucking are. Because, yes, absolutely they are. Here's the thing. How can there be more than two genders? What? If I tell people that I identify as a goddamn centaur, they're going to look at me like I'm fucking insane. Right? If I tell you that I'm a horse, this whole, that's the problem. Identity politics, the identity bullshit, the identity crisis of especially America has gotten beyond out of control. And now you've got now you've got men who are transgendered fighting in MMA, crushing women's orbital sockets and ending their fight careers in one fucking fight. That dude's name is Fallon Fox. Crushing women. And they can't do anything to stop her because she's a woman now, so she gets to fight women that are the same.
That is very difficult.
Oh, is it?
Because
we either have equality or we don't. You can't have it with special treatment. Either men can be women and women can be men, or they fucking can't because biology says they can't. I bet if your transgendered ass develops prostate cancer, you're not going to bullshit your fucking doctor about the fact that you had a cock and balls at birth, or you're going to fucking die. Word?
The name on my birth certificate is Justin Troy.
Stop it. Stop.
In all of my baby pictures, I'm wearing boy clothes.
Are you shitting me?
This is not an April Fool's joke.
Why is your name Justin Troy?
Because the ultrasound and all that shit said I was a boy, and because my mom and dad had a boy's name picked out.
And then all of a sudden, oh, we have a daughter.
Yeah, that's really what happened.
But
true story though, I wasn't born a boy, but legit, like everything was blue. Everything was blue.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be Justin Troy, man. Which is a terrible fucking name. Justin Troy. I was supposed to be called JT for short. Or Ashley Gwyneth. Ooh. My mama. Ashley Gwyneth. Thank God I got Breyon Dior.
Right.
Even my grandma, whose name was Gwendolyn, she was like, Ashley Gwyneth, I don't like that shit yet.
Yeah, that's too, that's contrasting.
But I see what you're talking about, though. Like, I think it is.
Well, okay. How do you feel that a man won Woman of the Year?
I don't know. Because, okay, look.
Let me tell you.
Because truly, let me tell you, this is where I always come from. Always. In my heart of hearts, in my soul of souls. I truly try to live by the golden rule, to treat others the way that I want to be treated. So I think I have been gifted with this amazing gift of at least being able to try to have dual perspective, to try to put myself in other people's shoes, to try to understand from as much information as I have about them, how they may feel about certain things. I really, really do.
Feelings do not trump facts.
This is very true.
And
I don't disagree with that. But feelings do not trump facts.
With that, I am this is what I say about transgender. I'm an ally. LGBTQ, I am a supporter. I'm an ally. And I say whatever you have to do to make yourself happy, and so long as you're not hurting anyone else with what you do, more power to you. But the moment you start to involve me and saying that I have to play by certain rules for your happiness, fuck your happiness. This is the really real world. And outside of that door, nobody gives a fuck about your happiness.
Well, couldn't that also be said the same for, bigoted racist people who are upset because someone's, let's use South Indians or South Asians for an example.
Okay.
Like I don't have to accept you for being this South Asian person, so fuck you and your happiness for being happy.
No. Okay, if they are South Asian, then all you're doing is trying to refute
okay,
a fact.
I guess my thing is how
about the white woman that said she's black?
Okay, that's a good example, because
how about her
part
happiness?
of me sees that as absolutely fucking hilarious. Okay,
that's all it is.
That is absolutely hilarious, but in the same sense disorder. Also, I truly,
when I say I'm blacker than most, I know that I'm not black. I mean, Icelandic,
you eat ribs, so I guess technically that's more black than me.
My plate is always available at the fucking barbecue.
Fuck some fucking ribs or some chicken wings, okay? Like, I won't. Look, check it out. I won't even go. Like, you think I'm kidding? Hell no. If I know it's a barbecue, I just ain't gonna go, because I gotta assume there's ribs. I won't.
But what about them barbecue pork steaks? You can just cut the rest of that meat off. I can't
see it.
What?
Okay, look. Maybe it'll help you if you understand where I came from. Okay, so back in the day, I was a little girl. I've always loved animals. Me and animals have always been cool. Like, I've never met an animal who's ever bit me, tried to hurt me, nothing. Okay. Only child, no cousins. So me and my bonus dad, his family, I call my bonus dad, but he's basically my stepdad. Yeah, he stepped up where my sperm donor just couldn't keep up because he's a bitch. But that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I wish him well.
Hey, that's funny. That's that statement that you made. Whenever I left my ex-wife, I used the phrase when people were like, "So how do you feel?" And I said, "I wish her all of the happiness in life that she brought me." Dude, people immediately were like, man, that's cold-blooded. And I'm like, you take it for face value. You take it however you want.
However you want.
But I wish her all the happiness in life that she brought me. And that was a more productive statement, I believe, on my part than, fuck that bitch, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Strength-based. Okay, I like to remain strength-based.
Yeah. So anyway, your bonus dad.
Yeah, so my bonus dad, I completely lost track where that train had me going.
The bones, like seeing bone in the food.
Yep, nope.
You are ridiculous.
I don't know where that... Look, sometimes that train of thought kicks me off. It's part of being a hummingbird. Yeah.
So... But what we were talking about was like the whole transgender and all of this, but this white woman who thinks she's black,
right? Because what was her name? Rachel Dose or something.
Rachel Dawes.
I feel like I can't really speak at all about transgender or how I feel, only because I don't know anything other than. It must be so sad to be in a body that you feel doesn't reflect what.
But that's what I'm saying. This is a trend. Like there, look. Okay, here you go.
But how is it trend?
Hold on.
Well, actually, I saw this documentary.
We're now hitting a point in time where LGBTQ is a protected class. Okay,
yeah, but
any violence enacted under them is considered a hate crime and punishable by. It
should be, because it's literally fear that would create somebody to do something. Okay, time out.
No, you think that it should be more punishable. You think that offense is greater than manslaughter. If a white dude kills a white dude, it's not premeditated murder, it's manslaughter, 7 years. But a hate crime can get you 15 to 20?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
So we don't have equality, we have special rules.
Yeah. Because I think,
So do we want equality? Do we want equality or do we want special treatment?
Well, that's not equal, though.
Then that's why people don't accept. That's why a lot of people don't accept these extremes. They're like, no, fuck you. If you want to be equal, then be goddamn equal. But if you want special treatment, now you're drawing my ire. And
it is different, though. Because in the example that you use with like some dude who kills some random dude, unpremeditated. That's the main word there. Unpremeditated.
But he took someone's life.
Yeah, but if you throw in now, does this person who killed this, let's say a transgender person, they know he's transgender?
Not even kill.
Well, if they know
an assault.
If that person attacking this person knows that they're transgender, it does matter.
No.
How does that not matter?
Because even if they don't know, because they attacked this person who is LGBTQ, it is automatically
But you can't really prove what somebody knows, because people be lying about shit.
Right. So then it's automatically assessed as a hate crime.
Yeah. That's cool with me.
Well, then it's not equality. And we're never going to have equality. Equality is a myth.
Okay, maybe equality is a myth then.
And that's why you're always going to have people who hate other people for no other fact than that they are different from themselves.
Well, I think that brings me back to like a few, like at least 18 hours ago when we were talking about bigots that don't know that they're bigots.
No, yeah.
Now, typically, in conversation, I've used this example. Bigots don't know that they're bigots, just like how in the movie Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis didn't know he was dead.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. No, I'm just kidding.
Spoiler for those of you who haven't fucking seen it.
20 years later.
Or at least 20 years. Because if you continue in the same pattern and the same everything that you've always been at, like, for example, how, like you said earlier, people typically can only maintain 200 connections. So if you only maintain 200 connections, how much diversity do you get in those 200 connections?
And that's just it, too. A lot of people may seem like bigots only because of non-exposure. Exactly.
Which is also why...
And I don't care, if you're black, white, brown, red, purple, or neon fucking green, when you encounter something new, especially the older you are, when you encounter something new and out of the ordinary, it is scary. and it is off-putting, and you don't know how to react.
You are always mad at the person who wakes you up from a nap. Take it for a real life example. If you're sleeping, having a good ass fucking sleep, it feel good. You know, you probably catching all the Pokemon or whatever you dream about. The other night I really dreamt about catching Pokemon. It was really good, and I was really happy, and I was really pissed off at Mischief, my dog's cat, for waking me up. So I completely understand. So, you know, you're usually mad at the first motherfucker who has the nerve and the audacity to wake you up. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing in real life. Like, you mad at the person who makes you be like, shit.
Well, no, that's
There's
not
something
even
wrong with how
that's not even.
think?
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the first exposure somebody has to something out of the norm. Just because, okay, here you go. Just because there may be some white people who see black people on TV, that doesn't mean that they've ever interacted with them, and they don't know any, and they've never had that cultural they don't know no better. That intercultural exchange. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a hugely important factor into our species. Intercultural exchange. I hate that fucking term, cultural appropriation. It pisses me the fuck off.
You think maybe that's what old dude was trying to do whenever he went to New Zealand and tried to fucking preach God to them motherfuckers? Oh
no, you mean when he went to the Sentinel Island?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that motherfucker got exactly what he deserved.
Hey.
Because okay, look, those people
they
and the
been told motherfuckers don't come here.
The only people on this planet that deserve to be a protected class are the Sentinelese and other tribes like them that have never had any outside exposure to the rest of the world. Leave these fucking people alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Yes.
First of all, that dude could have had a cold and took it to that island, and those people could be systematically being wiped out fucking now.
Which brings me up to vaccinations and anti-vax.
Vaccinate your fucking kids, people.
Okay, look, so I feel like I'm all for pro-choice and I'm all for anti-vax, so I don't know if I'm fuck them kids or not. Am I fuck them kids or not? That's my question. I don't know, man.
There is
Am I fuck them kids or not?
There is zero evidence linking any vaccinations to anything like autism or any other defect. Zero.
I will neither confirm nor deny if I have or have not received vaccinations in my life.
I've been vaccinated.
I will neither confirm nor deny
autistic as fuck.
If I have not received any vaccination in my life. Confirm nor deny. But so far I'm fine. I will confirm that I've never had a flu vaccine.
Well, I will confirm I don't get that. Flu shots. No,
you know, they never did catch that anthrax guy.
You know what I do?
What do you do?
Hey, I'm going to share some fucking knowledge with everybody.
All right.
When you get either, it can be one of or a combination of upper respiratory, sinus, or inner ear infection.
Remember MERS? Okay.
Yeah. Or you get the flu. Here is what you do. Up your intake of vitamin C. If your doctor prescribes antibiotics, make sure that you're eating yogurt or something else that provides probiotics, because antibiotics also kill the good fucking biotics in your body. They wipe out everything and start on a clean slate, and that's why some people, the flu turns into goddamn pneumonia and you're fucking dead. I don't like taking antibiotics, so I up my intake of vitamin C vastly, at least 3,000 milligrams a day when I become sick. And if I start to get really sick, I will go to the doctor and say, we're going to skip everything and go directly to the steroid shot in my butt.
Prednisone.
When that steroid shot hits, your ass is going to be right as rain in about 24 hours. Because that's steroid shot. Why?
Because medicine is just scary sometimes.
No, it's steroids.
It's great,
it literally
and everything,
boosts everything in your body.
Yes,
why do you think bodybuilders don't get fucking sick?
No, but they do roid rage out. You remember Dan Perkle?
Stop it.
Stop time it. Out. No, you stop it. Stop it.
What you had.
I went to high school with a dude, Dan Perkle. Look his ass up. DANPIRK.
What you had was someone who abused anabolic steroids upped their testosterone level to an unmanageable level,
Yeah,
and they were already an asshole.
Dan wasn't an asshole.
Sure he was.
No, it wasn't. It was hella cool.
It's like people that do cocaine. Bill Cosby had one of the best things about that, and he goes, well, what does cocaine do? And he goes, well, it amplifies your personality. And he goes, well, yeah, but what if you're an asshole? How many dudes have you met in life that,
who like anal?
that were seemingly cool? Seemingly cool. And then all of a sudden, you spend more time with them, and you're like, this motherfucker is a douche silo.
Yes, his name is Joseph Harris. He lives in Indianapolis, Indiana. He works at Pepsi.
Oh my God.
And he is a bitch. He's a big old bitch. And I hope he hears me call him a big old bitch. Total dick. And not the good dick.
But yeah, the whole thing about roid rage, that is also a myth that's been disproven.
I don't know, I think it's real.
It's been disproven by multiple scientific and medical studies. The thing is yes, it can make you irritable, but it's not going to justify a huge lash out and you freak out. No, that already had to be there. That's a mental disorder.
know.
It already had to fucking be there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I believe you. Okay.
It had to.
Okay,
Look,
I'll
if
Google that shit.
somebody flips out and goes on a mass shooting spree,
because they do sometimes.
they didn't just arrive there. That shit was there. That spark was already there from the moment their brain started developing in the womb.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's genetic. Do you know anything? Have you ever studied psychopathy or anything like that?
I couldn't spell psychopathy.
I've studied psychology.
I'm a PR major.
I've studied psychology and neuroscience for 26 years now.
Oh, wow.
okay?
That's crazy.
Like, I should be well past a PhD. And I didn't go to school to get a piece of paper that says I know the things I know. I have studied it because of a pure interest. And a lot of it was self-diagnosis to figure out what was wrong with me. And once I realized the traits that I was exhibiting, I learned things to sway away from those, like to change my mind state. Because I didn't want to become a narcissistic sociopath, borderline psychopath, who would eventually one day fucking snap and just kill a room full of people.
Well, the Ides of March have come, but they are not yet passed.
That's why I barely trust anybody on my birthday. But it didn't work out so well for my boy Julius.
That's funny. His name's Julius. I made a Julius Caesar reference. That's hilarious.
No, that's what I'm saying. Didn't work out so well for my boy Julius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, that's my birthday. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
3/15/79.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And but it's one of those the roid rage thing. It's been disproven so many different ways. Actually, they've shown now there are like the professional bodybuilders and all that. Okay, if roid rage is real, how are you going to have all these motherfuckers who are juiced to the gills and jacked out of their minds on stage with each other, and when a motherfucker who thinks he should have won doesn't win, why doesn't he flip the fuck out and go ham? Because they're sane fucking people, and they appreciate the work that all of them have put in to get to where they are. They're people. They're not nut jobs. It didn't already exist.
They don't have nuts anymore because they did all the fucking steroids and shit.
It just shrinks the sack. It doesn't actually shrink the testicles.
I mean, isn't that what we're talking about? Nuts? In the nuts, the sack?
No. The sack,
what do I know about dicks? Apparently not much.
God damn.
We charge this for me.
Yeah, I'll plug you in.
I don't know. Shit. I don't know shit about dicks. I don't have one. Well, I guess I do have a dick. A clit's supposed to be a dick. It's just a little dick.
Yeah. Well, at one point, we were all male-female.
Yeah.
At one point,
So
we
then
were
aren't
all
we
XXY.
Then aren't we all transgender?
Nope. Nope, because it's established in the womb.
Back again on the transgender thing. So I watched this documentary with, actually, it was Katie Couric and Sam Killerman, who I used to go to school with back in the day at St. Paul Lutheran School. And apparently they have, again, I didn't do any more research besides the documentary because I don't have fucking time for that shit. But apparently there was some, like back in Bible days, before Bible days, they had identified over 20 some genders or some shit. So apparently like the whole maybe 2 gender thing is, I wouldn't, lack of a better word, new, not necessarily new, but newish.
Okay, isn't it kind of odd that these facts just now surfaced and we haven't
No, it's
heard
not,
it?
because white people been controlling the history and the news and shit for a long fucking time. You know, they call it the Trail of Tears that
the land negotiation?
Yes,
I've
where they
seen this
asked
shit.
the Indians
and the Indians
to move.
agreed to move.
Yeah,
and give
so
us land.
why, you know,
No,
my
I've seen
mindset
that.
is, why not? Why not? If there's motive, then why isn't, I mean, motive is motive. I don't know.
Because,
like I said earlier, I believe none of what
why.
I hear and only half of what I see.
Here's why. So
tell me why.
AIDS, HIV and AIDS surfaced in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, because a scientist took it over to Africa and injected it into people.
Incorrect.
How do we know? I wasn't there. You weren't there.
No. Here's how we know.
How do we know?
Because there were whistleblowers that came forward from the World Health Organization, and then those people were murdered by either shooting themselves in the back of the head, like what happens to a lot of the victims of the Clinton Foundation. And yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it publicly. I don't give a fuck. Come after me, fuckers. I'll ruin your shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Don't come after me. I got shit to do tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. We cool.
No, or these scientists died from car wrecks where they were found.
Because B319 from Scandal is real. Scandal is real.
They died from car wrecks where they were found to be overdosed on different drugs. Yeah.
Why not?
So these dudes came forward from the World Health Organization in the late 80s, early 90s, and flat out said it was developed synthetically so that there can be no natural occurring immunity.
Yeah, why
to
not?
HIV.
Right.
It is a synthetic virus. It was made in a lab.
Yep.
And it was distributed through vaccines.
I don't see why not.
As
why not?
Population control.
So who created that shit?
The World Health Organization.
Who are they? Like what they look like?
They look like many things. The World Health Organization takes the best of the best from around the world.
I think
all colors, nationalities,
they
races,
have been
creeds,
wanting
religions.
to. Population control has been a thing for a long.
First of all,
time.
the Georgia Guidestones exist. Have you ever heard of these?
No.
The very first thing on the Georgia Guidestones. These stones were commissioned by a mysterious man who identified himself as R.C. Christian, which is a pseudonym for Rosicrucian. He came in. Yeah. Rosicrucians. He identified himself as R.C. Christian. He was never seen again after he went and commissioned these stones to be made. These stones are chiseled in 14 languages, I believe, from around the world, including hieroglyphics, I believe, a certain form of glyph. And the very first rule of the Georgia Guidestones is keep a population no greater than 500 million. That means 95% of the Earth's population needs to go bye-bye.
I mean, they do.
They do.
Thanos needed just sometime. Like, it's not. Like,
you know what I think we are? I think we're a failed.
We are the youth of the nation.
We are a failed genetics experiment by a superior species.
Right. That's how we got redheads.
We were a test. And once the creators realized what we were and how destructive we were, they took their tools, they took their technology, and they fucking left us.
Why not? I'd leave us too.
Yep. Or, well, it's one of two things. Either that's what happened, or we hit a certain point where they could no longer interject. Like they got us to a certain point to help us along, and then it was, okay, now we have to step away and be hands off. We can observe from afar. We cannot interfere anymore. Or they said, These fucking cockroaches are destructive. They're going to kill themselves. They're going to kill everything around them. We just need to wait till they kill each other off, and then we'll start over.
Why not? Shit.
And
I believe just about anything.
Right now, our planet is being observed and broadcast in a classroom full of extraterrestrial children, and a teacher is standing at the front of the class saying, "Children, this is Earth. Don't go there. Avoid it at all costs."
We are literally the ghetto of the universe.
We're the Alabama of the universe.
I would go as far as say Mississippi.
Yeah.
I would go
Suck it, McBitch.
Yeah. I forgot he's from Mississippi. Fuck Mississippi, though. Like,
right?
Shit, fucking Mississippi.
But that's like, if you look around the world, other countries tend to, no matter how slow or fast their progression is, they tend to progress together. Look at our country. We have states that are literally, here's a state here, here's a state here, and these motherfuckers are not the same thing. They're not even remotely. You drive 6 hours away from here,
it's completely different.
You are in a whole different time.
It's like Atlanta and Georgia.
Dude, Atlanta's fucked.
Like, if you stay in Atlanta, don't go outside.
Atlanta's fucked like Chicago, and they are so contrasting of each other, but they're so much the fucking same. It's just backwards. It's craziness. Like,
what is life? Like, sometimes I just wonder, like, what the fuck?
Do you want to know what life is? Life is 13.8 billion years of thermodynamic expansion, evolution, energy flow, ebb and flow, stars inflating, collapsing, dying, black holes opening, pulling everything into them, and every 7 billion people on this one fucking rock that's only 4 billion years old thinks that they matter. There you go. There's the hard truth.
I'd really like to smoke a blunt.
7 billion people think that they fucking matter.
Yeah.
In a universe that is... First of all, we have not had anyone live past the age of 120 yet, right? I believe. I think 100.
keeping track of motherfuckers.
I think 117, 118 is the oldest. Either way, we've had no one live past 150 years old. We'll just say that.
Okay.
150 years. Of a species, we have existed for 200,000 years.
Not long.
Homo sapien, right? On a planet that has existed for 4 billion years. In a universe that has existed for almost 14 billion years.
But what is time?
Do not matter.
What is time?
Well, ask someone who's dying. Time is everything.
But is it? Or is it nothing? Or is it everything?
It is absolutely everything.
Is it everything?
Because once your time runs out,
but
then it's nothing.
That you remember.
And you are nothing.
I don't know. I think when we die, we just go to the waiting room.
Nope. You expel 21 grams of energy.
Wait.
You expel 21 grams of energy back into the universe.
Maybe.
That's what you do.
Or maybe you go to the waiting room and you wait for rebirth. And then you come back because time isn't real. Because when you come back, you can be when, anywhere, anytime.
And you are absolutely correct. So science has discovered the existence of 11 dimensions.
That's it?
11 right now. But here's the problem. Well, it used to be we only thought there were 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Now we know of 11, which brings us to infinite.
So why we can have all these dimensions, but we can only have 2 genders?
Well, we only have 2 genders. We have male and female. This non-binary. First of all, anybody who uses
have you heard about the null people? The null?
No.
Null?
No.
Hell yeah. There's literally these motherfuckers on there. God bless them. Okay, God bless them. They literally will, like, there's this 22-year-old dude who I saw, like, these pictures. I don't know if the pictures are real. It could have been fake. I don't know. I don't believe everything. But it looked like he was in a motherfucking hotel and he wrapped his ball sack up in some shit.
And castrated himself.
Yeah,
it's called nullification.
He cut his
That's
shit
been
off
around
so that there's
for
like
years.
nothing there.
Yeah.
All he's got is a booty hole.
It's called nullification.
Yeah, they call themselves null-binary people.
So
Bless them.
here's the thing.
22, you just go cut your shit off.
Here's the funny thing.
Tell me something
Anybody
funny.
who uses the term non-binary to describe themselves, I've automatically deducted 40 IQ points from them, because the entire universe functions on binary. Everything around us, everything that we touch, everything that we see, we breathe, we interact with, even the things that we can't see and that we can't hear, but we still interact with unknowingly, functions on binary coding. Every fucking thing in this universe is
When you say binary, is that
binary.
11001110?
Zeros and ones.
Okay.
Zeros and ones. It is all a repeating sequential pattern, except they have variations, and that's how we get the variations of you and me. The
Through
zeros,
1100?
the zeros and ones are different. It is all binarily coded. That's why scientists have now learned, like, the DNA strand. That's where the multiverse theory has come from, because they've started seeing different, like they've found different building blocks and codices in the DNA strands.
Why are you putting up gang signs right now?
Hell yeah, lady, you don't know me. East Avalon 43rd, what you know? No, anyway. But no, the whole universe functions on binary. It's a 1 or a 0, and then it's the combination, and then it's the sequential pattern of ones and zeros. It's what makes up everything around us. So yeah, we are all binary, every single one of us. And everything that, this roll of paper towels right here, it is binary. And I also, like, you know who Elon Musk is?
Yeah.
Elon Musk. I love that dude.
Okay, maybe don't. Maybe I don't
What?
know who he is.
Elon Musk. He owns SpaceX, Tesla Motors.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's the fucking, he created PayPal.
He created PayPal.
He sure did.
You know, I really wish I had invented the crock pot.
You know what I wish I would have invented?
Pull tabs on Coke bottles. Because you get like a penny for each one of those. That's good
Google.
money. Google. Whatever happened to Jeeves? Where'd he go? Remember we used to ask Jeeves some shit?
When you have superiority happen. Hey, guess what?
I won't-
Google's binary.
Are you going to
It's
let
ones
me
and-
guess, Rob?
Ones
Damn.
and zeros. It's survival of the fittest.
You didn't even let me guess. You're going to tell me guess what, and then you're just going to tell me. I don't even
Stop
get a
that.
chance to guess.
Dude, the Ask Jeeves, Yahoo, web crawler, all of those things.
Remember the paperclip dude?
Clippy.
Yeah. Wonder what happened to him.
He's the one that taught everybody how to use Microsoft Office.
Yeah, he's like, hey, just in case you didn't know.
But here's the thing. Now, you have YouTube. You literally have full-on YouTube tutorials for anything you'd need to know in Microsoft Office, or anything you'd need to know to get by in life. Hey, do you have a 1987 Datsun 710 and you need to know how to change the spark plugs? I bet there's a YouTube video
There
for
was
it.
literally this dude who I talked to when I worked at Angie's List. He said he has he did have a hot tub like moving company, and really he got it started from watching YouTube videos
Yeah.
on how to move hot tubs, and now he does that for a living.
And probably makes good money. And he works for
did.
himself.
He does.
Works for himself. Good for him. Yeah, that's... But back to the what is life?
What is life?
You know what life is?
Life
is learning lessons
learning
for this blink of an eye that we're here.
Damn.
And sharing experiences with other people. And think about this.
I just
You
hope
know-
I don't die like in some embarrassing situation.
It doesn't matter if you do.
I know it doesn't matter,
Look,
but like,
because
people
guess
still
what?
gotta
You
see
won't
that
be
way.
here to be regretful
This is
about
true,
it.
but-
You won't be conscious of it. So here's the thing. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy though that they've also found that in your DNA, the memories and experiences of your ancestors can be tracked in your DNA. They are imprinted in you.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Because there were
That's-
times where, like with my great grandmother, Apparently, when I was younger, I used to tell her shit and say shit to her that apparently only her mom knew. I don't remember that now. I don't remember any
You know
of that
why?
shit.
You want to know why you don't remember? Because the adults around you closed your third eye.
I believe that, yeah.
That's why children are imaginative and creative, and they have imaginary friends to you and me. But children, you can walk into a room and a kid will be sitting there, 3, 4, 5-year-old, will be sitting there having a full-blown conversation with someone that you don't see. Babies.
Just because you don't see them don't mean they ain't there.
You ever pay attention to babies, how they look off in
Hell
corners?
no. Babies freak me out.
You know why? Because babies are the most receptive to the entire universe around them.
That's why it's so much fun to lie to kids.
Well, no, I mean infants. They'll
Yeah.
look off in corners of the room and they'll start giggling or what. There's nothing there
Nothing
that you can see now. Meanwhile, your great-grandpa could be playing peekaboo with his great-great-grandchild through the corner of the wall or whatever. And he's super sad that you can't see him, you can't interact with him, but now he's got someone who can.
Yeah.
At least for a few years.
Apparently, whenever I was a little girl, I used to call my auntie Cynthia. And apparently that's what my great-grandma Bessie's mom used to call my auntie Cint. Little Cynthia.
Little things like that, they come through.
Or
they
there's
show
this
up.
one time I was asking about Coco. I don't know who the fuck Coco is, but apparently Coco was my great-great-grandmother's poodle. I don't know who the fuck Coco is, but when I was a kid, I used to kept asking, "Where's Coco? Where's Coco?" I don't remember that shit, so I don't know. Just what he tell me.
I mean, I've also in my ventures into psychology and neuroscience and everything, I've also done a lot of research into past life regressions and stuff. Have you ever watched the documentary called The Boy Who Lived Before?
No, but let me tell you about this crazy fucking daydream that I had that took over the course of 4 minutes. Okay, I was sober, wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking anything. I was driving from my apartment to, at the time, Cheeseburger in Paradise, just over some bridge, around the corner again. Okay, so as I go over this bridge, I had this daydream that the car coming toward me veered off, hit me, I fell over the side of the bridge. Okay, and then all of a sudden, like, I see this bright ass light. It's like it's a bright dark, if that makes any sense. Just bright dark, and
Almost
I don't hear
backlit.
Yeah, like if you can imagine black,
Like a silhouette of a headlight that you can just see the rim.
No, not even headlight. Just imagine black being really bright. If that I know what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that time, I'm not hearing anything. I'm not seeing anything. Now during this whole time, I'm still driving to work, but I don't see me driving to work. And in the daydream, I start seeing some actual white light. The bright dark is getting, I guess, brighter, more light than dark. And then I can start feeling like touches on my body. And then all of a sudden I start realizing I'm hearing someone's voice, and the voice is making words. And then I start making out these colors, and I see this face, and this person's just smiling at me, and they're all too fucking close to my face, and I'm shitty about it. Like, get the fuck out of my face. So I move my hand and push their face out of my face, and I realize I got a fucking baby hand. I'm like, what the fuck is this baby hand? Somehow I realize this is my damn hand. Holy shit, I'm a fucking baby. Okay, wait, why am I a baby? There's no way I was a fucking baby. I remember being a grown-ass fucking woman. Why the fuck am I a baby? Realize, okay, shit, I'm dead. I must be dead, and I came back, because, like, why else would I be a fucking baby? And I'm like, okay, look, if I'm a baby, I know my mom is freaking out. I'm my mom's only child. I need to let my mom know that I'm okay. But then I realized, like, wait, what is this fucking woman talking to me about? Like, I don't even understand, like, what language she's talking. I don't know if this is English. I don't know what the fuck this is. And I'm over here, like, I don't really recognize the shit that's around me. Like, where am I? When am I? That's when I start asking, like, when am I? And as, like, you know how babies, you know, they'll be playing with you, then all of a sudden they just knock the fuck out, you know? So I think that's what was happening to me. Like, I kept remembering my mom's face, my mom's name, and, like, every time I would just conk out, come back to wake, I'd be like, shit, what was I remembering? Right. My mom. Need to get to my mom. I need to write her name down. Fuck, I'm a baby. How am I going to get a pen and pencil? How do I write my mom's name? I don't even fucking know. You know? So then, as more time goes on, I'm realizing I'm forgetting what I'm trying to remember. Like, I remember seeing this face, but, like, who the fuck is this face? And then I'm like, okay, I know this name, but, like, who the fuck is this name? Why am I remembering this? Why is this important? Oh, right. It's my mom, because I died. I need to find my mom. Right. Right, that's what's up. And then, like, this woman, she keeps trying to kiss me and shit, but I'm crying in her face because fuck you, lady. You ain't my fucking mom. You over here telling me mama, mama. You ain't my fucking mom, bitch. Get on my face. And then as days go on, I realize, like, every day I fall asleep, I keep forgetting something. I keep forgetting my mom. So shit, if I keep falling asleep, then I'm going to forget her. And I'm the only one who knows I'm here. She doesn't realize I'm here. So if I don't get to my mom, all this shit's lost. And I realize, fuck, I'm just not going to catch up. Like, I'm not going to get to a point where I can contact my mom. So really, like, I need to forget about remembering about my mom and remembering about that life that I had. And then right after that, I met my new very close friend, Jeremiah, who introduced me to that singer rapper Logic. Have you heard of him? Mm-mm. Well, Logic has this CD where there's this part where they talk about the waiting room. And in there, it starts with this guy who apparently he was on his way home. He was talking to his girlfriend, and all of a sudden he died. But he didn't realize he died. And he goes to this place that's called the waiting room. And there's this guy there. He's like, you know, it's good to see you again. He's like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck am I here for? He was like, relax, relax. None of that matters anymore. Wait, no, I gotta get to my girl. Was my girl cheating on me? Well, she's actually relieved that you died because now you won't know that she was cheating on you. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck that bitch. No, it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. And he's like, you're in, like, where am I at? The dude's like, you're in the waiting room. Well, what am I waiting for? Rebirth. Oh, like reincarnation? Whatever you want to call it. Last time we've had this conversation, it wasn't too long ago, and you were actually a 9-year-old girl, and you were speaking Mandarin. And like in it, he says, you know, all of this that I made is for you. The earth is for you. Every person on earth is you. Time doesn't matter. You are every single person that lives on earth. And
you're encountering different versions of yourself.
Yes.
That's actually not his theory.
Right, I didn't think so.
No, that has existed.
I didn't know about that until I heard that, because I had that daydream and I couldn't make sense of the daydream. As soon as you
started describing it, I was like, oh yeah, no, I've already studied this.
But right. So that shit really made me be like, what was that daydream that I had? Over the course of those 4 minutes, I had that whole fucking daydream. And when I got to work, I was a sobbing mess. Because I'm like, holy shit. One, I couldn't remember the drive to my job. And I was surprised that I fucking got there in one piece. Especially since, like, I saw all of that as I'm just driving to work. I stopped at the red light.
So another thing that we do as human beings, especially when driving, have you ever noticed how if you're really focused on your drive, it can take a while. You become agitated. You know, the people driving around you piss you off. You're like, God damn, you're fucking morons. And then there are some times where you drive where your mind just goes free. And all of a sudden you're
like, shit.
And all of a sudden you're
how'd I get here?
You don't remember. Like, you're like, holy shit, it's actually a form of hypnosis. You can put yourself under and your mind is free. Like, your body's still on autopilot doing these like 27 functions. Like, there's 27 multiple functions that you're doing subconsciously while you drive. Every single second that you drive, you are doing 27, I think it's 27 different things at one time. And you cannot individually process them. If you actually start trying to think of everything that you're doing, you are more susceptible to causing an accident or like around you.
I believe that.
But yeah, so in especially when driving, for whatever reason, people have a tendency to hit points of self-hypnosis. And when you do that, you are completely open to the universe. It's almost like your third eye gets to have a glimpse again.
That's some scary shit. Man,
Also-
I really gotta pee.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, it's we've run almost 2.5 hours here. So
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
And you're going to be back on Sunday.
This is true.
Yeah.
I am going to be here with
I'm
Viv
so glad that
Vane.
you came in.
Thank you for having me. This
was
is
a
so
blast.
much fun.
Yeah. We're probably going to have to do a part 2 with you. Like,
Because it can really go everywhere.
oh, yeah. We can get into
my
all
mind
kinds
is
of
a
stuff.
carpeted floor. It's not hardwood. It's not concrete. Like, I really have the type of mind that as long as new information is given to me, like, shit, anything can happen. Like,
This floor is just going to keep expanding.
yeah. And I really think that's what more people should be like.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, at least be open.
Like, okay, like how I view the gender thing, maybe, like I'm open to maybe, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now, it could be 10 years from now, someone presents something that has scientific factual data backing it that makes
so you're
me
more
go,
science, not so much feeling.
absolutely.
Not so much feeling. Or,
No,
yeah.
feelings do not negate facts.
This is true.
Your
but
facts,
situations
fuck
are
your
feelings.
No.
Yes, situations
Hold on.
are feelings.
Every situation that you allow your feelings to control and have dominion over usually goes in a bad direction.
No, not every time.
That's how you set yourself up for failure. That's how you set yourself up for disappointment. That's how you set yourself up for just complete psychological obliteration. And then all of a sudden you don't want anything to do with what that situation was. Because of your feelings.
You don't let yourself be vulnerable to people, do you?
Some.
How many is some? Yourself does not count.
It's a very small number.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because first of all, you have to earn that. Whereas I see too many people that just give that shit away, and then they become walking corpses. They are shells. Robin Williams, we talked about him yesterday.
Rest in peace.
Robin Williams, quote, "Flash them a beautiful smile, and they'll never know how much pain you're truly in."
That's why a lot of comedians kill themselves.
And you know who else does? You know who has the highest suicide rate?
Dentists.
Nope. LGBTQ.
Dentists too.
40% in the LGBTQ. And guess what? When these people who call themselves transgender do what they need to do to make themselves happy in a time where we now have a mass acceptance of that lifestyle. Even people who
wouldn't
don't
say
agree,
that we have a mass acceptance.
Even people who don't agree with it have hit the point. The majority of people have hit the point of, I don't fucking care. Do whatever you're going to do. I don't fucking care.
But that's the thing, like, so many people say they don't care, but
The only ones who really go balls deep opposing anything like this are conservative, like, well, not even conservative. Anybody who is fundamentally religious, nut job. Nut job. You're a fucking moron. Fundamental religious people. Like those are the ones that cause the problems. And then other
in the
people,
name of God,
oh, dude,
in the name of the Lord,
there's gonna be a flame coming out of the butthole of every sodomite.
everybody,
Dude, have you
in the
seen
name
that?
of Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. It's Pat Robertson. Jesus, oh my God,
my
that
God.
guy, that fucking guy. But anyway,
guy.
no, like it really is. Like, even when these people do what they need to do to be happy, they go get their surgery or they start living life as a woman if they were a man, or blah blah blah. Guess what? Suicide rate's still 40%. So
You know, it's just got to be such a hard experience to be in your body and feel like your body isn't.
But even
isn't-
in the look at
like-
San Francisco, and like Oregon, Portland, Oregon, these and Seattle. These are areas where there is complete acceptance by the community around
I
them.
doubt there's complete acceptance.
Oh my God, you will be ostracized.
I would love to meet a place where there's complete acceptance.
Actually, no, you wouldn't, because all of these places function on PC mentality. And George Carlin put it best. You know what PC is? PC is fascism with manners. Fuck political correctness. Just like fuck your feelings. People need to be more about logic than feelings. There's a time and place for feelings. But that time and place for feelings is with people you care about and that you know care about you. Because if you're trying to share your feelings with someone that you don't know, they have every right to go, fuck you.
Yeah, but in the same... Well, maybe it's because I just am a feelings person. Like, if my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes, like, that's a hard fucking battle to
then you
fight.
end up peeing on 14-year-old girls, and
you know what? I gotta pee right now, and if there was some girls like, hey, pee on me, and I gotta pee, if I already gotta pee,
fucking
like, hey, girl, you really want me to piss on you? Because I gotta relieve this piss. Like, if you want it, that's on you, literally.
Oh man, that fucking guy.
I don't know.
And see, okay, here's the problem too. The transgender thing. Do you know that there's a sect of the LGBTQ community that are now trying to make people embrace pedophiles? Saying that...
Okay, on that note, I really am going to pee. I'm really going to go pee.
All right. Okay. Thank you for coming in. This was fun.
Thank you for having me.
And I will see you on Sunday.
Pedophilia is not okay.
Hey, look, man. But you know what?
I'm mad that
some people's feelings say differently than yours.
So
should we go off of logic?
Look, I see what the fuck you did there, okay, Rob?
All right, then. So as you can see, feelings are not always valid. Some people feel like they should be able to just shoot anybody they want to.
Some motherfuckers need to die.
That is true.
But I get it.
Are we going to do a lottery?
Everyone needs to be treated as if they have value, dignity, and be treated with respect.
But first, you have to act like a person that deserves that
Every
treatment.
person should be given it.
Nope.
Regardless how they act, because you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It does
No, hold on.
It does not show your character how they treat you. It shows your character how you treat them.
And but then your character can be displayed and viewed as, oh, you're a welcome mat. Cool. I'll wipe my feet right the fuck off on you, because what you continue to allow to happen will continue to happen.
It's very true.
And that's just it. If somebody,
but you also need to respect yourself enough to be able to get away from a motherfucker who don't respect you.
But wait.
There's more.
But wait, you don't respect him enough to just allow him to act however he wants to you?
You gotta respect yourself. It still comes down to respect.
But you don't respect this person. Like, if someone wants to act like a complete asshole to you every time they see you, are you going to offer that person respect?
I'll remain cordial, but I will keep our interaction extremely brief. Keeping in mind, I've literally had people growing up all my life saying bigoted shit to me, like, you sound like a black girl. You are a little black white girl. I've had members of my very close family who I would go to school, come home, oh, hey, little black white girl. Hey, little black white girl. All the time. So how I react, you don't
have some typical hood accent,
right? Because apparently that's supposed to be how a black person sounds: hood, ignorant, stupid, things like that. So I learned early on that the only thing that I can control is how I act. Like, and if somebody's an ass to me, never argue with the fool, because the passerby don't know the difference. So whenever I'm dealing with somebody who's acting crazy for whatever, hateful, bigoted, whatever, I can't control them. I can't do shit about them or to them or whatever. But all I can do is maintain myself, and be who I am. Like, I've been called, you know, honestly, I love it when white people think that they can pull out the N-word on me and think they're going to get some out of me. Because honestly, like, is that really the best you can do?
Oh, they try to use it as some kind of leverage.
All the time.
Oh,
all the time, because that's the only thing they got. That's the only thing they got. But then
like,
when I
this happens to you regularly?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Literally regularly. And by regularly, I would use like maybe in about a year, give or take.
More than 10 instances?
Oh, definitely more than 10.
Damn.
I'd say at least 20 and above. Like,
That's crazy.
not more than 30, but more than 20. Like, in between.
But you average more than one a month occurrence of being called hard R.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's good.
I'd say, yeah.
For me, like, if you've listened to the show at all, I mean, there'll be instances where I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. And that's me. Like, that's just me. And I don't care. Like, I'm one of those, obviously you can tell there's no ill intent when I say, like, no, it's not even like that. And yes, I am very, very aware of my place in the space-time continuum. And yes, I am completely possessive of situational awareness. No, I'm not going to throw a word out around random strangers that could potentially... There's something about feelings. You know, my black friends, hell yeah, I'll say it all goddamn day. They know I'll say it like it's my fucking middle name. I don't give a shit. But I'm not going to create a scene among strangers just because I feel, hey, man, you know, I don't mean anything. No, situational awareness is
like
paramount.
A lot of times it's as innocent as they think, as like when white women come up and touch my hair.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah,
like, it's really, to them, it's
know,
really
it's the same thing.
Or,
pregnant
you know,
women. Pregnant
I
women
was just going to go there. I was just going to go there. Like, white women feel it's okay to go ahead and touch my hair, but they have respect, it seems like, whenever it's a pregnant woman. They don't want no stranger touching their belly. Treat my hair like it's that same piece of art.
Right. Pregnant women get touched all the fucking time. And I'm like, what the fuck?
To me, I stab a bitch.
Right. What causes people to lose their fucking place
my best
when they
comeback,
see a pregnant woman?
Let me tell you my favorite comeback. Whenever somebody just reach out and just touch my hair. Okay? This is my favorite one that I'm doing right now. I'm doing
and we'll
it currently.
end with this.
Yes.
Hit it.
So, this actually happened not too long ago at my job. My new job. Okay? This chick who I don't know and doesn't know me, she came up to me. She's like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. I said, oh, thank you. Thank you. She's like, I love the curls and I love the color. And that's when she reached out and just touched the red. She's like, I just love that color. And I was like, hey, did you go to kindergarten or preschool? And she's like, well, yeah, I went to kindergarten and preschool. Oh, okay. Were you homeschooled? She's like, no, I went to school. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, why do you ask? I'm like, I'm happy you asked why I asked. Because you see, in kindergarten and preschool, that's when we learn our colors and our shapes. And do you know your colors and your shapes? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Well, in kindergarten and preschool, we learned our colors, our shapes, and how to keep our fucking hands to ourselves. And it appears that maybe you missed that third lesson. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Right.
Don't reach out and touch me. And then what's crazy, though, and I promise to God, it only happens with white women. It really does. She got mad at me because of what I said to her.
Yep.
Bitch, would I have said any of this shit had you kept your fucking hands to your fucking self? That's the real question. Why are you mad at me because I made you feel stupid? You should feel stupid. You shouldn't have reached out and pet me. I don't come to work because I'm a collie needing to be petted. Okay, I'm a grown-ass woman. You know? Look, I'm not even kidding you. On my very, very last job in Indy, at this transportation company, like where I sat, nobody I didn't know was coming from behind me. Okay, it was just people who had desks there, and this bitch came up behind me. I had my brand new, well, it was new to them, not new to me, a blonde wig on. This bitch came up right behind me and put her hands right at the nape of my neck, like right into my comb.
Wow.
And had the nerve to say to me, oh, I didn't know that was a wig. Now, my energy when I get mad, you know how people get hot? My energy, I'm cold. I'm cold hot. Like, it starts cold, but it's so cold. I have a
like
freezing sweat.
Fucking supernova.
Kind of like when you have a fever and you're
Yeah.
sweating, but you're cold.
Yeah.
Right? That's how my energy
Oh, yeah.
feels when I'm mad. And I turned around and looked at her and I was like, are we fucking? Again, I've only been on the job 3 weeks. I've only seen her 2 days out of these 3 weeks. Like, are we fucking? Which that sent her back. What? Because I'm confused why someone who I don't know me, we don't have each other's number, and we not fucking. How you just gonna come up behind me and touch your hand all up at the nape of my neck and have the nerve to ask me such an intimate question about my hair if we ain't fucking? But I'm the one with the problem.
Oh yeah.
Because now I create a hostile work environment.
Right. Never mind the legitimate
my
assault
business.
that took
I
place.
was minding my business,
Yep.
typing, listening to my music. Like, oh, you've been so quiet today. I didn't know you were wearing a wig. Bitch, it's called a beauty secret. You don't need to know. In my hair, keep your fucking hands to yourself. So I'm about to get me a shirt that says, "Thou shalt not touch my hair. Try me 24/7." I'm about to get that.
Tucker can make that for you.
Hell yeah. Who's Tucker? I don't know who Tucker is.
He's one of my other co-hosts.
All right, hook me up.
He owns Inkwork Studios here.
Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah.
who does my shirts.
Okay, yeah. Give me his shit. I need some shit.
He'll make you one.
Oh yeah. Y'all pay that money. Get that shit done. Try me, ho. Don't
Try
touch
me.
my
That's what you need. It doesn't need to say all the other shit. Just try me, ho.
Try me, ho.
That says everything that needs to be said.
Yup.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Bree, thank you
Yes.
for coming in.
Thank you for having me. This was funny.
Crazy. This was
I didn't know we were gonna go anywhere that we went.
right. I didn't
we
either.
went there.
And that's what happens with my show. No topic is off limits. I don't care.
Wine and good conversation.
Hell yeah. All right, doll. Well, I will see you Sunday.
Okay.
Everybody else
with
listening?
Vivian.
Yeah, with the
Vivian.
Vivian.
Oh yeah, she funny, man.
She is.
You ain't
She's
ready.
Ridiculous.
You ain't ready.
Oh, I talked to her for a little bit that night, and she's just. I was like, yes, we absolutely have to have her.
Oh my
on.
god, Viv is so funny.
So, yep, I will definitely be back on Friday with 30 Minutes of Mayhem. We'll be back with the show on Sunday. I may have another one-on-one session later this week. I'm not sure yet. But
Right.
thank you again for coming
Thank
in, doll.
you.
Everybody else, later.
Later. Thank you.